Hey everyone, how are y'all? Elsie, how are you? Michelle, how are you? It's good to see all of y'all. Miss all of you so much. Cat's meow, welcome back. Avery, thank you so much for that super sticker or that super chat. I'm sorry. It says she's back. Yes, I am back, y'all. Glad to be back. And Avery, thank you. That was very nice of you. All right. So y'all know the usual. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Put your chat on live chat so you don't miss all of the good comments. Musical, thank you. I'm happy to be back with all of you. Oh, Betty Joe, Big Brother. Ugh, some craziness. Okay, so can everybody hear me okay? Hey, Cool Gamer, how are you? The Ugly Trucklin, how are you? Okay, Betty Joe and Musical, thank you. Thank you, Cat's Meow. Ugly Trucklin, thank you. Okay, so tonight, thank you, Elsie. Tonight, I'm going to open the panel here in a few minutes, but I just wanted to go over a few things real quick before I do. I am back to doing lives. They're not going to be as long as they usually are, the usual 4 hours, unless we get into a really good case or just a really good conversation, and it ends up lasting that long. Shishi, how are you? Um, but yes, I am back. We're going to start out slow, and I'm going to kind of work my way up. Um, Basically, just tonight is kind of getting caught up on some old cases, maybe some new cases. I was looking at the Sarah Boon stuff, a lot of interesting stuff going on with her right now, a lot of interesting craziness going on with her. Uh, I've seen where she's, hey, Sally Mae, how are you? I've seen where she's like motioned to court on a couple of different things. Some has been uh, approved, some has been denied. Trial is supposed to start October the 7th. The judge is saying that it's not going to be delayed. So, as of right now, I will be uh, live streaming that one. Hey, Vapor, how are you? Elsie, yes, she is. I see some of her points, like some of her motions. There was one that she was like her discovery or whatever. She was complaining that she was having a hard time looking at all of the evidence in her case and stuff like that because it was handed to her on a flash drive. Hey, Scott, how are you? And she has limited access, I guess, to the internet, a computer, and all this and that. Um, and so the judge has now said that she will be getting all of her documents and everything regarding her case on paper. So it's gonna be interesting, y'all. And yeah, Avery, I see where she says she's not ready. She even motioned to court because she wants a oh, what did she call it? A counsel aid and support during her trial. She also motioned to court. Uh, it was a motion for defendants' reasonable freedom in movement, basically wanting to be unhandcuffed during all of her pretrial hearings and all that. So the judge granted that, he's going to let her be uncuffed, but I think she still will be shackled during the pretrial stuff. During her trial, she will be unhandcuffed and not shackled, but she will have a stun cuff on, which there will be a deputy in the courtroom that is going to be handling the stun cuff, and if she acts up or gets erratic or out of control or whatever, he's going to hit her with like 50,000 volts. So, may want to start taking bets on how many times she's going to get hit with the stun cuff. I know, Avery. I'm so glad to be back. I have literally missed everybody. I do want to apologize for being out so long, not really being in Discord, really keeping up uh, with everybody. Just a lot of health issues going on. Um, don't really want to get into all of that, but I do apologize for being out. Tonka, how are you? Uh, Thank you for everybody, who's back joining us tonight and coming back and just kind of being patient with me. I do appreciate it. Just know that I love each and every one of you from the very deepest depths of my heart, and I'm ecstatic to see all of you. Uh, yeah, Betty Jo, I think a lot of it is stall tactics. Honestly, um, she says she's not ready. She wants this. She wants that. Like I said, I know that there was one thing that the judge did deny. Um, that was for the counsel aid and support. The judge did deny that. She did request money for experts ahead of her trial. The judge stated that there would be a private investigator from a private investigation firm that has been assigned to her case. Princess Lena, how are you? Tonka, I'm doing better. I'm gradually getting better day by day. Also, there's been funding for a mental health expert that was approved for her case or for her trial. So, can't wait for October the 7th. It's kind of like we're going out of Big Brother into Sarah Boone. The craziness just keeps on keeping. Thank you, Betty Jo. I appreciate that. Okay, y'all. Y'all make sure that your chat is on live chat. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up, y'all. Okay, let me check one thing out real quick, and then I'm fixing to throw the link out. Thank you, the ugly chuckling. Petty Joe, I know it just keeps going and going and going. The amazing Tip, how are you? It's kind of like the Energizer Bunny, y'all. The craziness just never stops. All right, give me a second. Okay. If y'all hear background noise, just ignore it. People in my house are trying to get back to the live schedule as well. Dan, yes, I am live. It's good to see you, Dan. How are you? So, has anybody been keeping up with Idaho 4? Like, is there anything new that's been going on with that case? I have not even been over to the Idaho website to see if there's any new documents that are even out. All right, Avery, give me just 1 second. I'm about to pull you up. Y'all give me 1 second. Lady V, 1 second. I'm going to pull you up. I'm trying to do one thing real quick. Okay, let's see. So let's go. Musical, they still haven't called that guy? Okay, how are y'all?
Good.
Hey guys,
Hello.
we're back. Sorry, Betty Jo.
Finally.
I just want to go. We're back. Hallelujah. I've been
Yes,
getting in lots of trouble.
oh, Lord.
Hey,
Avery, how are you?
this is like freaking Christmas.
I know it. I haven't had any sleep since yesterday morning. I feel like so energized. Hi, Betty Joe. Hi, Avery.
Hi.
Welcome
You
back,
know,
Scarlett.
Thank you. I'm
the
so happy to be back.
the ugly chuckin was literally just asking me today about you, and then all of a sudden, boom! I see you're going live. I was like, no way! It's in the stars. I knew it was going to
Yeah.
happen.
Well, I didn't know if I
I had
had
a
planned
feeling.
on last night to go live tonight. And then, so I had to go to town today. And then in town in 105-degree weather, my transmission decided to go
Oh,
completely
no.
out of my truck. So I was like, damn, like I've got to try to get the truck home and I'll listen that and find somebody to fix it. But I still wanted to go live. And I told my husband, I was like, okay, I'm not saying nothing about going live until I'm like ready to schedule it. And so that's why I went into Discord. I was like, hey, I got a question. Anybody want to go live tonight?
See, I didn't even see that.
Oh,
It
I
was
did.
like perfect timing because it was 10:40 when I seen it, and I had 8 minutes left on my perm in my eyelashes. And I was like, this is freaking perfect. So I got to go wash them out, and although everything's blurry, but
Oh Lord,
perfect
Maisie, how are you?
timing.
Yes, I said, I'm gonna be back every night now. I'm to the point where I can. I've been trying to get
Glowbug.
back on my sleep schedule. Hey, Glowbug, how are you?
Hi,
Um,
Glowbug.
and I'm pretty much kind of back on my sleep schedule that I was on when I was doing the lives before. I just, like I said, I'm not starting out with no 4 hour lives for right now. Just
No,
gonna
Well,
you don't need to. You don't need to push yourself that far.
right,
and
but
7 days a week is a lot, Scarlett.
yeah,
You're gonna do it every night. I mean, it's up to you, but I just think that's a lot.
I might take one night off. It just depends on how. If I feel fine, I'm gonna keep going so I can kind of get back in the rhythm of it. But
Don't
yeah,
push yourself too hard. We got a long trial coming up.
I know I can't wait, y'all. Like I said, I think sometime in October, Big Brother ends, and then we're going straight into Sarah Boone's trial, October the
Well,
7th.
that
Can't
trial is
wait.
gonna be funny as shit. I mean, it's not funny because the guy died, but it's
Right.
but it but her situation is funny.
She's
Yeah.
certifiable. I mean, I know she's literally, I was telling my husband today on the way home, we were at the movies
Mhm.
and my phone was blowing up and I was like, I can't look at it. We're in a movie. And as soon as it ended, I'm like, yes. So anyway, I was telling my husband about her. He knows about her. And I'm like, the thing of it is, I don't think that she meant to unalive him. I think she definitely meant to torture him
Yes.
very badly. But
He just
it's like
happened.
she
Mhm.
can't act stupid because she's really fairly intelligent. I
Have
mean,
you
I mean
read
she
her
is
like the
intelligent.
motions that she's sent to the court? Have you read them? Like they are
I
very
have.
well put together
They are.
for the
And
craziness that we've seen from her.
She's
Mm.
and she
definitely
uses all the
intelligent.
right words. I
Yeah.
mean, very articulate.
Yeah.
She's definitely intelligent. But I have to disagree because if she hadn't have kicked or pushed that suitcase down the
Yeah.
stairs,
Yep.
Hmm.
then I might be able to say she didn't intend to kill him, but she had to have known in the
Sure.
position that he was in going down those steps.
Oh, I
That
think so too, but I don't think it was like premeditated or anything, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I mean, it was premeditated to torture the hell out of him. It wasn't premeditated to unalive him. It, I think
hmm.
maybe she did, but I don't think it was premeditated, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm just so
I,
excited.
I'm still trying to get past like adults playing um, hide and seek.
We had a
Right?
play day. We
Uh,
colored pictures, we played puzzles. Then I locked him in his suitcase and went upstairs to play hide and seek and went to sleep. Oh my goodness. after I tortured him.
in the video, and like Dan Davis said, the video was just so damning. I mean, she's literally taunting the guy while he's in
She
the
is.
suitcase,
Yeah.
and he's begging her basically to let him out because he can't breathe.
Yep.
And she's just sitting back like it's, like it's a
F you.
like she's still in the game of hide and seek, and hey, I found you, but you're in a position to where you can't get out on your own, and I'm not letting you out. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I can agree with premeditation or not.
I mean,
I
it's
gotta-
kind of like a fine line of
It
premeditation,
is.
because she literally left the guy in there when he was saying he couldn't breathe and begging her to let him out. And she didn't do it. While she was recording it, she knew he was saying that he couldn't breathe. I think the first degree and second degree charges, I think it walks a fine line.
Yeah, I mean, because
Honestly.
premeditation can happen in just like a matter of a split second, too,
Right.
So that is hard.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just going to be a very interesting thing. I think, like, the 8 attorneys that she's went through, she's asking for counsel aid and support, which the judge did deny.
Oh, he denied that?
Yes, from what I
Yeah.
had just read earlier, yeah, he denied it. And I was going to write something else. I'm going to have to see if I can find it. But the trial starts October the 7th, and the judge had said that no matter what, I want to find his actual wording of where he said I was going to find the.
That's true, Tonka.
let's-
Tonka said there's no difference in psychopathy of torture and unliving somebody. Sorry, it didn't want to come out my mouth.
Wait, say that again. There's no difference.
Psychopathy. There's no difference in the psychopathy of torture and unaliving somebody. That's
Well, that
actually
is
pretty true.
Yeah.
Very
that is
true. I have to rethink that premeditation.
And also, like Elsie said, they had fought before, so there was
Yeah.
intent in her opinion. I know that her past attorneys had said that they were going to use, was it battered women syndrome, or battered spouse syndrome as her defense. Now, where she's going to go with her defense?
I think she's trying to say too that she was like abused when she was younger.
But do we know that
Like
to be
she had
true?
No, I think she just kind of alluded to it.
Okay. Well, it's going to be interesting, the trial part. I'm still thinking Daryl Brooks 2.0, maybe maybe 9.0.
Yeah.
With her, she is going to have the sun cuff on. The sheriff there said that he does not agree with her being out of cuffs and out of shackles because of the like the charges that she's gotten before and wanting to fight and all this and that, and he's just
She's cantankerous.
yeah,
This is terrible. I'm not going to like this, but I hope she gets shot a few times.
I mean, we're gonna.
So when
I can't help it.
I'm waiting for it.
What,
I am too.
when did she try to fight? I missed that. I never seen that.
Okay, let me see. Let me.
Oh,
find
she's
that.
like holy terror in prison.
I'm sure she is.
Okay,
Oh,
wait.
see,
let me
I
see.
haven't heard anything about her fighting. I've missed all that.
Okay, so in this article here, it says Orange County Sheriff's Deputy Gavin Lawton voices disapproval of the motion during his testimony at the hearing, based on the charge that she's currently facing and previous DV arrest. He also alleges that she has refused to come to court for hearings on 3 separate occasions. And when you combine all of that, it shows a propensity for violence and not wanting to follow lawful commands and orders from law enforcement personnel. He already knows they're going to hit her with the sun cup.
So
Yeah.
so is he he's saying that that before this arrest for the murder, he's saying she's been arrested before in the past for thieving?
Oh yeah. They fought before her and George.
Yeah,
But
A
I,
she
lot.
has previous DV arrests. And Glowbug, thank you so much for becoming a member, and you've always been with the family. So thank you for your membership. I mean, y'all. He's the way he's alluding to it. She's basically high tempered. She's not going to listen to what they tell her to do. They're probably like she wants basically to be able to get up like regular attorneys do whenever they have a witness on the stand and they're asking their questions. She can stand up. She can kind of walk around. She can she has movement of the court basically of the courtroom. But I think that they're going to limit her movable space, and I don't think she's gonna like that, and she's gonna try to test them. And I mean, right before the trial, I'm just gonna have to take bets on how many times people think she's gonna get hit with the sun cup, because it's gonna happen.
you know
It
what
is
would be great? It would be great if they let her have her hands and her feet free, but put a chain around her waist and give her like a 2-foot chain from the table, and then
Well, yeah, but that wouldn't.
she'll be up there like talking and try to defend herself, and she'll go to take a step, and the chain will pull her back. That would be great.
Well,
They
she
were
won't.
they were trying to make it to where she's not getting what she wanted. Okay, so they said she could wear pants and then the cuff wouldn't show, and
Mhm.
she wants to wear a dress, and the judge is like, hey, basically, if you wear a dress, they're going to see that cuff on you, the jury, and it might basically prejudice them against you. Hey, you might want to wear pants. And she's like, no, I think I'll wear a dress.
Oh my God, I can't picture
Does
her in a dress.
she really
I
need
can't
to
either.
wear a dress to court?
That's what she wants to wear. I guess she wants to dress like an attorney. I don't know. Or
Well,
what she thinks of attorney.
I'm just
Maybe she thinks she can look
imagining
sexy, with some,
that's that's
Jolly
what I'm
Ranchers
thinking.
makeup.
Oh God, ring on the
you guys
orange Jolly
know
Rancher makeup.
where I think we're gonna get the best testimony and the most like nosiest kind of information is going to be her ex-husband. If they put him on the witness stand and prosecution questions him, I think that's when we're going to get like all the
But
details.
Prosecution, darn. Just wait till she questions him.
but
Heavens no.
didn't he say though that he has no interest in attending the trial?
Yeah, but if
I'm
he's
sure they're going to
I mean,
coming,
if they subpoena him, then yeah, he has to be there.
I
I
bet they do.
I are they really gonna
they're not
let
married
her?
anymore.
Yeah, but she called him before she called the police. So surely
Yeah.
they're going to subpoena him.
Yeah, he'll have to be there.
Yeah, he'll have to be there.
Well, the judge did say that while the proceedings have been pushed back for over 4 years, Kranick, which is the judge, said that the trial will not be delayed in quotes, for any reason except by extraordinary good cause, and such extraordinarily good cause shall not include the retention of counsel by the defendant.
It also shall not be continued because she's not prepared. Did you hear about the when they were talking about she wants all paper files, and they're like, you can't have all that paper. We can give you 2 or 3 fire retardant packages to put stuff in, but you can't have those boxes.
Yeah, because she was saying that. So I can't remember if it was the last attorney or the attorney. I think it was the last one that basically walked out on her. Had turned in all of the files on a flash drive, and she said, "Hey, Too Fast, how are you?" She said that because she has limited access to the library, and I'm assuming internet and computers and stuff like that, that she doesn't have the time to actually sit down with the flash drive and go through all of her stuff. And
But she
so
does. I mean, they're even talking about moving her
But
to the old DP wing, so she
But
has
didn't
access to the library and
but didn't
everything.
they say they would issue her a laptop, but it has to be locked up in the guards
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
when she needs it to go through her files?
yeah,
she's
and they
not
said
going
they
to.
said that they could do that. I'm sorry.
So why isn't that good enough?
I guess she wants paper files. She's just being difficult.
I think so because you realize how long. Hey, Mar, how are you? Um, do you realize how long it would take them to make copies of all of the stuff that's in her case?
That's
It's
what
just
I'm saying.
files upon files upon
That's crazy.
files.
Yeah.
Well, the
And
judge
that's a lot of
said,
paper.
I heard the judge say that there's not enough room in her
Mm-mm.
cell block for all the files.
No.
Not only that, but then other people can go in there and actually physically pick it up and look through her stuff when she's not there.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
my thing is that they're the ones who said they would issue her a laptop. It just when she's done, it has to be locked up in the guard station. So I don't understand her logical. I'm just
Yeah.
wanting paper files.
She needs to like. I kind of get where she's coming from. Like, if you're going to represent yourself, I mean, she doesn't know this case no better. Like, she knows it better than anybody else. Is what I'm trying to
Right.
say.
Right.
She was there. She knows exactly what happened and what didn't happen. But at the same time, she's representing herself. Therefore, she does have a right
Well,
to have all of her stuff.
I mean,
But she does have all of her stuff. It's just not the way she wants it.
I
Right.
mean,
So
okay. So when
she
she goes to
should be happy
trial,
with a computer.
right? So, but when she goes to trial, she can either have the computer in front of her,
Hmm.
or she can
I
have
know
the file,
exactly
or
where
she can
stuff
have the
is.
paper in front of her. That's
Well,
what
see,
she gets
I
to trial.
This is going to be such a long trial.
I think too. I think I'm kind of that way. So where I know Scarlett is, where I mean, computers are great, but I do kind of like to have those papers in front of me where
Yeah,
I can highlight and pick it up and look
right.
at it anytime I want.
right.
Well, and her
That's
thing was like with the handcuffs or whatever. She wanted to be able to turn pages. She wanted to be able to sit down and write at without the cuffs tearing her words tearing the skin off of her wrist.
Right.
She wanted to be comfortable. I get all of that, but at the same time, if the judge is willing to grant that, which he did, she needs to be on her best behavior, or she's going to get laid out in the court. No,
Well, she's got pink
with everybody.
handcuffs. What else does she want?
I know, right?
I mean, it's just
I've
she's
never seen pink handcuffs before.
Does she really have pink ones?
She
Yeah,
does.
they had pink handcuffs on her that one day when she was in court.
Are you kidding
oh
me?
Lord.
Nope,
No, I'm
not
not.
kidding you.
It's crazy.
Well, I need to ask
Ashes,
her where she ordered
Big
those.
owl.
Ashes, thank you so much for gifting those memberships. That was very nice of you. And let's see who got them. True Crime Crazy, Indie Fan, Valley Time, Gina from West Virginia, Sunny Cat, Big Al, Eliminated Mind, Infamous Truth Teller, and Unallowed, Unsubscribed, and Unseen. Oh, and Nora's grandma. Thank you for that.
Those are some names I hadn't heard before.
I've heard all of them. I just haven't seen them in a while.
I haven't seen them. Yeah.
Wait, what was that
Yeah.
one name that you said?
Uh,
What was it?
Unallowed, Unsubscribed, and Unseen.
I like
I
that
don't
name.
remember. I do too, but I don't remember it. I'm
That's a
sorry.
long name.
That is.
It is, but I like it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like oh my gosh, her name went out of my head. Never mind. The one that's got Elvis Claus, Carol Claus.
Lady
Her
D,
name is
did
so
you
long.
change your channel again? Mysterious Manor?
I created another channel. Yes,
So how many do you have now?
20.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Well, wait. I was
He's
just
got
gonna
it.
say.
Wait a minute.
I was just gonna say. Well,
Nails,
Avery didn't change her
crafts.
name because she's back in here still as Murder Candy Podcast, and then I
Yeah,
look up
5.
here on the panel, and she's Avery MCP.
Yeah,
I know
just,
she changed it again.
Well, I shortened Murder Candy Podcast because it won't show the whole thing anyhow.
Well, what I did actually was Lena and I it's both of our channel, Mysterious Manners. We're going to be doing some true crime. We're going to be doing maybe some spooky stuff, some conspiracy theories. So it's Manor, like Mysterious Manor, like Manner, but it's kind of also like Manor, Manor. It's kind of a play
Oh
on words.
yeah. Like a haunted manor.
Yeah. And I've been working on some videos and stuff. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Well, I do have another channel, and it's up, but there's nothing on it yet. But
Yeah,
it's going to be documentaries.
that'll be
Oh, that's
cool.
kind of cool.
Are you trying to? We're in a race for different ones.
I hadn't even
Who can
told.
have
I
who
hadn't
can
even
have the
told
most
anybody.
channel? No, I don't. Avery changes her name more than her underwear.
A
You
lot.
change your underwear.
No.
Well, she
Yeah.
hasn't in a while. She's had Murder Candy podcast for a little
I
bit.
don't change my name. I create a whole new channel. I've got my nail art. I've got Lena and I are going to be doing some arts like resin work and stuff. And then I've got my Out of Ashes, Mysterious Manor, and what's the other one, Lena? I can't remember.
With
the name.
Bejeweled and Bedazzled there, sister?
Yes,
Hi,
very much
Lena.
so.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Lena, how are you?
Obviously having technical difficulties. I feel like, you don't do something for so long. I'm like, what is happening?
I know. Whenever
How are
I
you?
went to throw out the link for the panel, I was like, "Oh shit! Am I supposed to hit the invite one to get the link?"
I've forgotten all of
I go
the.
to work. I'm like, how do I do this again? I can't.
I've
How's everybody
forgotten all of
doing?
the. Hello. I've forgotten all of the Nightbot commands, man. I know the wish
Oh, I
and
had to
I know
pull
the
mine up too.
membership and
Oh, you
Twitter.
know what? I don't think I ever sent them to Princess Lena either.
You did. I got them. We're good.
Oh, okay.
You need to put them somewhere.
Okay.
Aw, Glow
Yeah,
Bug.
I will have to. I'll have to send them out there because I forget them all the time. Also, Glowbug, thank you so much for gifting those memberships. That was very nice of you. Hippie Chick, Deanna Owens, Pepper, Mousy, and Mr. Mark. I got those. Thank you. That was very nice of you. And Bubbles, I keep hearing you back there talking. How are you?
Hi, Bubbles.
Thank you. Tell them how you're doing.
I don't know who's in
So,
chat anymore. Some of these people aren't in here.
You
Aw,
doing
she's
good?
You're doing great.
You excited about your new bedroom?
tell them where we're moving Tuesday.
You
Oh,
are.
Oh.
You have your princess room?
Woohoo! Not yet.
Oh, cool.
It'll be all pink.
Oh,
Oh.
pink.
I love pink and I
I
love
do too.
purple.
Well,
I
her
can't
wall-
wait to see the pictures of it.
Her walls
I
are
can't
gray
either.
right now. They're not pink right now. They're gray.
Why did they paint it that?
That's the color that
Lisa,
my daughter picked for now. But the baby's room will be painted pink.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
She says, yeah.
What kind of pink? Like a light pink, a regular pink, a hot
Probably
pink?
Barbie pink.
I got pink house.
Probably like a princess pink.
Ooh, I like that.
That's
Yeah.
That
Well.
fits her just perfect.
yeah.
So cute.
Dan Davis, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. And I had to think of who your Kiwi mate is, but it's Tony. Thank you for being a member for 13 months. And yes, Scarlett is back. It is not a cheap Chinese imitation. I promise.
So you're no longer True Crime Chanel or whatever.
I had to think, and if he wouldn't have had the picture of the dog, I would have never realized who he was.
I've seen him all over chats and jumping up on panels as Chanel. I'm not a
Yeah.
channel, I'm a Chanel.
Remember, that can't be loud, okay?
I'm fake.
Okay, so I was just looking on the Idaho website, y'all. There is like nothing new on there.
Well, I want to tell you about the Alexee Trevizo. Wait, is that how you call it?
Alexee Trevizo.
Trevizo. Do you know that she is suing the
This one?
hospital?
Yeah, her.
She's suing the
Wow.
hospital?
She's suing the hospital.
Well, she's
Oh,
trying
my
to sue the
word.
hospital.
For what though? Okay, so I will say
They've
a couple of
already.
days. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Her family already hired the attorneys, and the lawsuit is already filed.
Mm-hmm.
She's claiming that she didn't know she was pregnant, that she thought she had to have a bowel movement, that the hospital should have known, and that she says the baby came out stillborn and she didn't,
Oh,
like
my
that.
God.
Basically, she went into shock because she didn't know she was pregnant, and she is blaming this on the hospital.
She's gonna lose.
That's full of crap.
She's gonna lose.
I just can't fathom the
She's
fact
gonna lose
that
because the
somebody doesn't realize that
You
they
know,
are not with child.
her
Right.
mom, her mom's helped on that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
It's just, I mean,
no doubt her mom's
Disgusting.
doing all this.
So y'all remember in the video that came out after they found the baby in the trash can, and they came in and they said, "Okay, look, we found this baby in the trash can in the bathroom after you left out of there." And the mom is like, "What, Alexee? What did I tell you?" Just remember, like the mom suspected that she. Well, I think the mom knew, and she obviously knew that she was pregnant. I think the mom tried to downplay it to kind of save herself and kind of
Yeah.
save
But
her daughter at the same time. But her saying she didn't know that she was pregnant, I mean,
they can prove that. They can prove the time of death on
Yeah.
that baby.
Well,
mean,
and I think her mom knew.
They can
She had a strong
also,
suspicion anyway.
yeah, but they also can prove whether that baby was stillborn or not.
true.
So
Yeah. They
she's not
already
gonna
did.
win. She's not gonna win that lawsuit.
They already did the autopsy, and
Yeah.
the baby was breathing.
Yeah.
The baby died from asphyxiation.
Yep.
But her case is a weird one. But they're basing it like on her age and her level of maturity, and that she wasn't. That once they got the
Not.
test back showing that she was pregnant, they didn't move her to a pregnancy triage room. Like all these different things that they're saying that the hospital did
They
wrong.
don't have to move you to a She put her
I,
baby in a trash can. They don't have to move her.
it's so crazy. It's wild. It's wild.
Okay, so she's claiming that she didn't know she was pregnant, but the hospital should have. So whenever they see a female coming that looks like she's pregnant into a hospital, complaining of, I'm sure she was complaining of pains because she was in labor. Did they not just automatically hook her up to a monitor?
You
I
would
don't.
think.
I think
I've had 3 kids, and that's the very first thing they do is they put a monitor on you so they can keep up with the baby's heartbeat.
Yeah.
Didn't her mom?
I think
I
they
think
also
they
do.
gave
They
her
not give you
pregnancy test
a
first.
pregnancy test as well?
Yeah, they gave her a pregnancy test first.
Yeah, they did do. They did do a
Yeah.
pregnancy test, and then when they came in and told her the test was positive, she
Yep.
was denying it.
And said she
And
go to the bathroom.
yeah, and so they're saying that was neglect on the hospital because the hospital should have known she was in labor, should have not have let her go to the bathroom.
Well, I do fault them on that because
I
they
have
should have known.
Or
have
at
a
least be
feeling.
escorted into the bathroom with a nurse or,
Right.
Yeah, but she also. Why didn't she use the bathroom in her room?
Yeah, because
maybe she was in like the emergency room and where, you're.
well,
No,
some
she was in a private. She was in a room already. I mean, it wasn't like she had other people in there with her. It was just her.
Yeah, there was something in the lawsuit too about the room that she was put in, that they were supposed to like move her to another room. I have a feeling the hospital is going to be held a little bit responsible because they let a minor who they knew was in labor.
Wait a minute. How old was she?
Was
I
she
think,
She was
15 or
yeah,
I think
she was under 18, I think.
you
15
Yeah, I
might
or
think she was.
or I thought she was 18.
no?
That she
No,
had
I
just
think she was 7. I thought, hold on, I don't remember.
yeah.
Either 15
Careful.
or 16.
No, I think she's a little older than 16.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I'm thinking 16.
Um,
16 is what is like standing out
no,
to me, but
wait. It says here. Okay, at the age of birth, according to the search results, Alexee Trevizo was 19 when she gave birth to her
And
newborn baby boy.
told you,
what?
19,
How
19 and a senior in high school.
Why was I
are you?
thinking she
That's right.
was? I was thinking she was still a minor. And Princess Lena, thank you so much for being a
Nope,
member for 10
not a
months.
minor.
And it is so good that you are here with us. Thank you.
Oh, so
She is
happy to
not a
be here.
minor.
It's like, where does the time go? It's insane.
Are you serious? 19?
That's,
Yep.
I don't.
Yeah,
Why was
yeah, I do remember that now.
I was thinking that she was like under 18. Why was I
Nope.
thinking? I guess because she was still in high school, maybe.
No, I
Right.
think it's because remember that other girl, that other cheerleader? I think she was the one that was like 15.
She was.
She buried her
I think she was 6.
baby in the yard,
Yeah, I think she
15,
was
16.
16. Yeah.
I
Oh,
graduated with a few kids that were 19, though,
Yeah.
depending on,
It's
it depends on when
depending
your
on
birthday is.
yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Your
Yeah.
birthday.
Jaden
But
will be 19 when he graduates because his
I
birthday is
was
in November.
19.
Yeah.
I was
I guess
19.
I just because we saw the videos of her when she was as a cheerleader and you can obviously tell she's big and pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
um, and still in high school. I'm guessing that's why I was thinking that she was younger.
Nope.
Wait a
19.
minute.
She's
Because
19 and she's charged as an adult.
wasn't there
That's right.
another
Yeah.
Spanish girl right at the same time that did
Yeah.
something and
Yeah. It
she
was a
was
different state,
Oh,
and she
see, I
was
don't remember that one.
but she was 16. She was 16.
okay.
Yeah.
That
There was like 3 of them.
I'm
Yeah.
getting them mixed up. That's what it is.
Okay.
And I
Um,
think that other girl's name is kind of this. I think it's kind of
I think hers was
similar.
Liz
It's
or something.
close. Yeah.
Elizabeth, something like that.
Yeah, but the last name was one of them's last name was kind of. But I do remember that now because her mom. I kept wondering why on earth her mom was treating her like a child when
Yeah.
she was
When
of
she's
age.
16.
I was like, because I remember saying she's 19 years old. Why doesn't she just tell her mom?
Right. I mean, granted, your parents don't want you to have a child at the age of 19, but you know what? It happens.
It is what it is. If you didn't want it, you should have gone and done something about it sooner.
oh
Yeah.
wait,
Or give the
okay.
baby up for adoption.
Ooh.
Here's something that came out on August 8th. And Lady V, thank you so much for being a member for 13 months. She says, so happy that you're back. I love you, Scarlett. I love you too. And I'm so happy to be back. Y'all just don't understand how happy I am back. Happy I am to be back. Okay, let me pull this up real quick. Okay, make sure I'm hitting the right buttons here. Because I think this is what Avery might have been talking about about them suing the hospital. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so this came out August the 8th, so it's, what, a little over a week old, right at a week old.
Yeah.
But it says here that an attorney for Alexee Trevizo, the New Mexico teen who allegedly dumped her newborn into a hospital trash can, has blamed the facility, alleging that the staff gave her drugs that caused the baby's death.
Mm-mm. No, they didn't.
No,
No, they didn't.
they gave her medication, but it wouldn't have
No,
caused that.
Right.
exactly. Because
So
they
the
didn't give
only way I
no,
would think that they would be able to actually have a lawsuit would be if
they
there's a
didn't give
policy that a nurse is supposed to be with somebody that's with child and escorting them to the bathroom, and that they didn't follow their protocol.
well,
Yeah,
yeah,
but she argued she wasn't.
and she wanted to use the bathroom by herself.
Right. So,
Right.
but if that hospital has some sort of rule or protocol where in a certain situation there needs to be someone with child that's young like that,
Yeah,
that would be the only way there would be anything that
yeah,
they can do with the
Yeah.
hospital. If a
yeah.
nurse didn't do something that they didn't follow some sort
Their
of
policy.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. And if they could do that, then maybe. But
But
I mean, it's like the
all,
people that sued McDonald's because the coffee was too hot and they spilled it on themselves. It's like,
yeah.
that's on you. I mean, you can't.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's like saying that they gave her medicine that caused the baby to pass away. They didn't give her no medicine until after they gave her a pregnancy test.
Right.
And I'm
And
sure they asked her if she was allergic to anything or,
right. And
you
they
know,
know what to
Yeah.
give you when you're pregnant.
Right.
Well, plus,
It makes you wonder what kind of crazy. I mean, we know her mom's crazy, but what kind of crazy do you have to be that you're so scared of your mom that you won't say anything?
That you let your child pass away because
and
you're
how
scared
Yeah.
of
and how unaware is a parent that you don't even realize that, especially,
I,
No way
I
she was
mean, we
unaware.
saw the video of her
your
at
stop.
was it a pep rally? She was, or a basketball game or something
Yeah.
that she was in.
Yeah.
You could clearly tell the girl in the cheerleading
Yeah.
suit was pregnant. Tonka, thank you so much for being a member for 22 months, almost 2 years.
woo.
Tonka says, yes, definitely happy that you are back and feeling better. Thank you. Feeling better and getting to feeling better, that is like the happiest thing out of all. Being here with y'all, I'm happy. Just, I literally was tired of being tired and sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
draining
know that.
and it's exhausting. Okay.
yeah, I don't understand this. I hadn't seen this part about medication, but I don't understand that because an autopsy was done and the baby was
Would have
took
had it in
less.
his system.
Yeah.
Well, the
Exactly.
baby had air in its lungs.
Yeah. They would have called that if she would have been given something by the hospital that would have caused the baby's death, it would have been picked up in the autopsy.
Yep.
Princess Lena, thank you so much for gifting that membership. That is very nice of you. Thank you. And
You're welcome.
Dreamcatcher got it.
It's they're trying to pull out all the stops.
Oh
They
yeah,
know she's going to go to jail. She's going to go to prison.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it very well could be that the nurse or whomever, if they were maybe understaffed, kind of neglected her. You never know.
But
what
But
is
you would think
her
there'd be
charge?
cameras,
yeah, but
cameras,
the
no?
interviews that they did with these doctors and the staff, they didn't seem to be understaffed.
No, I
What
mean
is
there's a
the
video of her walking to the bathroom down the hospital hall, walking to the
Yeah.
bathroom by herself,
Yeah.
and then you can tell the way she's walking and kind of like holding herself that she was in labor and the baby was ready to come out, and then you can see her when she walks out of the bathroom, and she's walking like she didn't just have a baby.
Yep.
what is her actual charge?
Let me
Probably
see.
manslaughter, I would think.
Let me see if it says it
I-
is. If not, I will have to find it.
No. I don't know if they ever say the charges.
Hmm.
One of
Oh,
my best friends is an ER nurse, and she's told me some wild stories. And, as far as she's concerned, if it was a situation like that, like, there's been things where, people are trying to leave or get up and, go here, there, and everywhere, and they follow them. I know that at least she does. So sometimes it doesn't matter fully staffed, understaffed. You get people that care, people that don't. And it could be that, whoever it was, or she just walked away. And I mean, that's just crazy to me. If you see someone's like, I'm not pregnant, and they're like, I got to go to the bathroom. I mean, red flag.
okay. Well, I have a timeline in this article, but it does say that she is charged with murder or alternatively abusing a child resulting in death, tampering with evidence after secretly delivering the boy in the hospital bathroom. But let me scroll back up here because Avery was talking about the medicines Um, it tells about the medicine in here and about it being in what they found in the autopsy. So let me scroll back up here real quick.
Oh, okay.
So it says, and Lady V, I dropped a link for you. So it says Trevizo, 19, had repeatedly denied her pregnancy and claimed that the infant was stillborn on January 27th, but the New Mexico Office of the Medical Investigator eventually ruled the death a homicide. She was criminally charged. But her attorney now claims that she has been unfairly vilified, denies that she strangled her son to death, and is accusing medical staff at the Artesia General Hospital of plying her with a cocktail of drugs, including morphine, that murdered the child before the birth. Okay, hold on. Let me get Lady V back up here. Uh, and then I'll finish the article. Okay, Lady V, can you hear us still?
Is she
Yeah, Lady
Yep.
V, you're muted. Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. Okay, let me fix this real quick. Okay. All right. Okay, so the fact is, she did not murder her baby. The testing that was done to determine that she did is so antiquated that it is medieval. These,
Medieval.
wait, hold on. I lost my spot. Shit.
Go back
Wait,
up. Right
y'all
there.
can y'all can tell.
Under the square where it says body cam video, that's under that square, it's the last sentence that you read.
Wait, that is not medieval. What the hell am I, y'all? I'm so. Hold on.
It does say medieval, doesn't it?
I'm about to send this baby to the moon.
Oh, you are not that baby. You ain't doing nothing like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
rusty. To just bear with me, y'all.
It's okay. Take your time.
Yeah, it
Okay,
says medieval.
okay. I thought that's what it said, but it didn't look right.
Yeah, I had to read it again. I'm like, what? It's so little.
Okay, so there was strangulation. This is not a murder case, the attorney said, adding that he will show that the drugs Trevizo allegedly received before the staff knew that she was about to give birth are inappropriate for pregnant women, particularly those in labor. This certainly was the primary cause of the death of the baby. Did they even name the baby? Did she give this little boy a name?
I think what's her
Yeah.
name?
Afterwards, I think.
Yep.
What's her name?
Hers is Alexee.
Alexei.
I think they called the baby Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first time I've ever heard of this baby having a name.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
They
like
have
right before they buried him.
they have a shrine in
Mhm.
her mom's
In the
house
house.
for the baby.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh my
Yeah.
That's
god.
just
I seen the
sickening.
video
Mhm.
when the
Yeah, me
cops
too.
walked in.
Oh my god. Okay, so this certainly was the primary cause of the death of the baby. Guess what does cause major breathing issues in fetuses? Morphine.
But
So
did they find that in the autopsy?
that's what the attorney is claiming, that they did find some.
But
So
I think they did.
because have y'all saw the tox report be published to the public?
Well,
I
it says
uh,
right there, toxicology report shows the baby had
0.19 nanograms of morphine in his system at birth, and that he also tested positive for the Rona, influenza A and B, and severe acute respiratory syndrome, or SARS, according to the outlet.
The
what?
the I excuse me, the medical board says that morphine remains the most used opioid analgesic for severe pain, and she kept saying she was in severe pain
mm-hmm.
throughout the frequency. It frequently causes nausea and vomiting. The RCOG guidance standards that morphine can be taken during all stages of pregnancy
Yep.
at the lowest effective dose for the shortest possible duration.
Now, I do have to tell you guys, so because I've been to the emergency room quite a few times for my back since my accident last year, And I get so angry because they always tell me they have to wait until my pregnancy test comes back before they can administer
But that they did.
That
pain
because
meds.
that's what they do. They test.
Yeah. So
I mean, I had a hysterectomy. They still have to
why
test me for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
so why didn't they
They
do that with her?
they did.
They
They
did.
waited until it came back.
They waited till her pregnancy test came back,
So they gave her the
and they
medication after the test came back?
Yes. Yes.
they gave
Oh,
her medicine after, and they
And
gave
they told
her
her she
very
was.
minimum.
They gave her the lowest dose
That they could give a pregnant.
allowed. Yeah, for someone
Yes.
who
And
was
they
pregnant.
told her that she definitely was, and her mom, well, one laid there, the other stood there and argued with them that she was absolutely not pregnant.
Yeah. And the mother said, "Lexi, we talked about this."
I mean, the mother, just by saying that, she kind of gave it
Yeah.
away, in
Yeah.
my
Mhm.
Like
opinion, that,
guilt.
look, lady, you knew that she was pregnant, and now you're just trying to cover your own self.
Yeah, because she
Right.
said this is exactly what she said. We talked about this. Girls go to jail over this.
So
What?
that kind of sounds like
I can't
that
believe that.
it was that Alexee knew she was pregnant and didn't want the baby, and might have threatened to harm the baby.
That's what it sounded like to me when she said
You
it too.
What's
Or
ridiculous though is
maybe,
that you're in a hospital. I mean, you can tell the
you
nurse
can
that you want
leave.
to be alone and this is what it is. And they would take that baby and,
Yes. All she had to do was say, "Okay, I'm pregnant, but I don't want to raise the child. I don't. I want to leave the baby here with you." So
and I'm
you
not
all
sure
can.
if they, I'm sorry, go ahead. My bad.
So you all can just put her up for adoption. Put him up for adoption. Whatever. I can't raise this child. I'm still in high school. I'm too young.
I don't want my mom to know. Can I,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a
Yeah.
certain age or something like that, but I feel like you can ask to be alone. Like,
Well,
if,
you can.
for
She was
example, say someone
19.
takes you to the hospital and, they're doing some sort of harm to you physically, they will take you in a separate room and say, hey, you want to talk about it, blah blah blah, whatever. And you can have a private conversation, say, hey, I don't want my mother to know, or this is what it is. I mean, you can't get any more easier with options
Yeah.
that
And she's 19. She could do that.
yeah. I
So
mean,
does
unless that
anybody
child is fathered by somebody that no one wants to know about.
Yeah, because like Lady V said, she's 19. She's of the age that she don't need her mom in the room.
does anybody know if 0.19 nanograms of morphine, is that a low dose for a
They
unborn
gave
baby,
the
or is
bare
that
minimum.
You
They
would have,
gave her the bare minimum.
yeah, they gave her the bare minimum.
0.19?
Because she kept saying she was in so much pain.
But they knew
She
she
was
was
in
pregnant.
excruciating pain.
But they knew she was pregnant because the pregnancy tests come back, so they can only give her the bare minimum.
Then you work up from there.
Right. The doctors know what they're doing. This lawyer of hers is just blowing smoke because they want to hold the hospital reliable for this baby.
It's money.
How did the baby had COVID, flu A, flu B, and SARS?
I don't
How
know.
do you have all four of those at one time?
I don't know. Unless she had it when she was carrying him.
I mean,
and he contracted it.
if she had all four of those, I don't know how she would have been functioning.
because she looked perfectly fine to me in the video.
Yeah, she did me too.
But now that when Betty just said that about what the mom had said, well, we talked about this and girls go to jail for that. I'm wondering if either she threatened to do something to herself to harm the baby, or they knew she was pregnant and she just didn't want to take care of herself and do what she was supposed to make sure that the baby was okay.
That's a good possibility. She probably didn't take her prenatal vitamins, and she probably never went to a doctor.
And then this is a lie. It says she was taking, oh wait, it might not be a lie. She was taking birth control and had a period. I thought if you're on birth control, you don't have a period.
No, some of them you do,
Very
but
likely, I think.
It
yeah,
depends.
it regulates it.
Yeah, it's supposed to regulate your period.
Yeah.
Now, if you have the one that you put in, like in your arm or
Yeah,
in
I
your body,
think those make it where
you don't
it's like,
have a
what is it,
period.
like 6 months or something like that? You don't have one,
Well, my
something like
daughter's got
that.
my
I
daughter's
got a shot and they told me I won't have one for 3 months.
my daughter's got one that lasts 5 years.
Yeah, that's
Oh, damn.
that's something different. If she, depending on the birth control, it's different.
Yeah,
Um, Now,
my
if her
daughter.
mother did, like, they should get lie detector tests.
Yeah,
Seriously, if her mother knew, her mother should be charged too.
Exactly.
So if she was taking birth control, didn't she say that she had never had sex though? Why was
yeah,
she on birth control?
yeah,
I'm all confused now. Okay, I'm so confused.
yeah. Because didn't she tell her mom, I
Yeah, she did.
can't be pregnant because I didn't have sex."
Well, maybe her mother didn't know she was
Well,
on birth control either. If she went to like a clinic
or
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 something,
Yeah,
maybe the mama knew that she was on birth control and thought she was taking it
just
when
for
she really
menstrual
wasn't.
reasons.
Yeah, when she really wasn't taking it though. Like, I just don't see how a mother can look at her daughter, who we all saw in a video, that looks very pregnant, and look at her daughter and be like, "Oh no, she's not pregnant."
yeah.
And
I
how
mean,
could
you
she
can tell
not
women
feel
look different
kicking?
whether you gain weight and then like pregnancy weight. I feel, you know what I mean? Especially if that's your child. Like, you could tell
Right.
And I don't care if you wear baggy shirts or not. You're going to know your child's pregnant.
yeah.
Yes, because
It
the
says
walk changes, how you see it changes. Like,
Yep.
there's
How you sleep changes.
yeah,
and it says she didn't feel kicking. How do you not feel kicking?
She's
I mean, a baby's gonna move no matter
right.
what.
well, I'm gonna say this. She's full of shit.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
think so.
more
sorry,
like full of a septic tank.
0.9 nanograms of morphine.
0.19. Point
Yeah,
one
Point, that's
nine.
what I
it's
mean. 0.19 nanograms of morphine is like 20 grams.
That's not.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
See, I don't know because I don't know
They can.
measurements
But
of
see,
morphine.
after my daughter had the baby, she had morphine, but that was after.
after she had it. Yeah.
Yeah. And they had her on the lowest dosage that they can give you, but it was only for a day.
And around 90% of morphine is excreted from the body within 24 hours,
Yep.
mostly in the form of urine. Now, morphine has an elimination half-life of around 120 minutes. That's why they have to keep giving you more doses, because it's short-lived.
Well, you've heard of
Yes.
people being hooked up to a morphine pump when they're in a
Exactly,
hospital.
I have.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly, how are you?
Well, I can't take
So,
morphine, but they do the same thing with Dilaudid.
Right. Okay, so
um,
go ahead, Avery.
I don't even know. I'm so confused here because I'm trying to remember her video that was on the body cam, and I'm probably wrong.
Of
But
her in the hospital?
yeah,
Okay,
I'm
I'll find it. I have it. I think it's on this article, actually. Is this it?
I'm probably wrong, but I think she said she was a virgin.
I
But
think she did.
I might be wrong though.
No, I think
Okay, Scott says drowsiness, sedation, breathing difficulty, high blood pressure, constipation problems with the placenta, preeclampsia, miscarriage, stillbirth, premature delivery. But we're talking about, 20 grams is like, seriously, like hardly anything. And she just kept saying she was in excruciating pain because she was in labor.
Labor, right?
back labor because she said her back hurt.
Yes. She would
Poor
not shut up till they gave her something. I think
And
that's the only reason they gave it to her.
I think, honestly, and this is just my opinion of the situation, she knew she was pregnant. She was lying to her mom about it. I still think the mom knew about it, but I'm just
Oh,
going to
yeah.
kind of give the mom the benefit of the doubt here for a second. She was lying to her mom about it, whether the mom suspected it or not. She knew she was in labor, and that's the reason why she wanted the morphine or something for pain, and that's the reason why she went to the bathroom by herself.
Right. And Tiff said, bottom line is, well, she could have used the bathroom in the room. She didn't have to go down the hall. And Tiff said, the bottom line is she put that baby in the trash under the trash can liner. She
Yep.
Yes.
knew what she was
Baby up.
doing.
Now I have
She
heard
could have she could have left it in the bathroom. She could have said, "Hey, listen, you're right. I did have a baby. It's in there waiting for you. I don't want it. Don't say anything to my mom."
Yep.
I have heard of women when they're in labor that they will let them walk the halls on the
Yeah.
labor unit, but there's always it's either right there in front of the nurse's station where if
Yeah.
you were to fall or just something like that somebody had to rush you, they're right there, or you have a nurse walking the floor
My
with
husband
you.
walked me. Yeah.
My
Like
my
they're not going
my
to let you walk by yourself.
No,
I had to do that with my son. I had to
Because
walk
I
the
did that.
hall.
a lot of people have to do that because it helps the
Well,
labor move on. Now I
I
can
was in.
understand if that's what she had to do, but she clearly in that video walked to the bathroom.
Yep.
She walked quickly to the bathroom,
Yes,
if I
she
remember right.
she
Holding
knew
herself.
what was she knew what was going on. She
Yeah.
knew what was about to happen, and she got to
That's
the bathroom as quickly as she could. And she walks out of the bathroom like a normal person who
Nothing.
just went in there to use the restroom and walked back out.
Yep.
Sounds like Tiff said she locked them out of the bathroom. The
Yep.
nurse said she was banging on the door trying to get in.
And they got video of all that, and that's going to prove right there that she knew what she was doing.
If I remember right, when she was walking really fast, she had her hand down there kind of
She
too,
Yes,
did.
like,
yes,
She did.
yes, yes, yes.
Like she was holding it in until she got to the bathroom.
Yep. I will. I
mm-hmm.
think I saw the video just pop up a few minutes ago of the body cam footage. I'll see if I can find it and pull it back up. We'll watch it. Um, okay, so in the rest of this article, it does say that the attorney also reiterated that the high school cheerleader's contention that she did not know that she was pregnant, even though she had gained weight, which she had blamed on the birth control pills. Women will say to me she gained 10 to 15 pounds, so she must have known, but she was on her period when she went to the hospital. I mean, was she on her period for 9 months? Like, seriously.
Well, I mean, she did bleed on the way back, so she knew. I mean, but
She bled all
she
over the
might have
bathroom.
bled. She did. It was, oh my God. It
Plain
just
and
makes me
simple.
mad.
She was pregnant. She knew she was pregnant. She knew what she was going to do when she went in that bathroom. If you
Yeah,
don't,
and you know how she knows? I look, Betty Joe, you're 100% correct because when she went back to her room, she I guess said she gave birth to a stillborn, and then when they had done an autopsy, they had found air in the baby's lungs. She said the baby, first of all, was already on a lot, like already,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
and then so now like you're just telling that, but you're lying on top of that on
Yeah.
everything else that you did,
Well,
and
not only that, you went in there, you gave birth, you got blood all over the place. Then you take the baby and you hide it underneath the liner, put paper towel on top of it,
yeah.
and put the liner back in. Come on now, you gonna sit there and tell me you did not know what you were doing?
Okay.
That's a lot.
The only thing I would think would be if she went to the ER and they didn't tell them that she was pregnant, right? So say she's sitting in an ER room with a ton of beds, and then you're like, "Oh, I got to go to the restroom." Maybe they don't put you in a private room if she didn't say that she was. I mean, this is just
I mean, because
hypothesis.
in
No
some
idea.
hospitals,
Because
it
then
does
they have
take a
those
while.
community bathrooms that you could go in.
Right.
And
Yeah. Because, I mean, it does in some hospitals takes a while to get you out of the ER into, your own room. But
Yeah.
usually when they know that you're pregnant, you go straight from the ER straight to the labor unit.
Yeah.
But look at that room.
He was in the
That
room.
room she's in is up. Scroll it up a little bit.
Yeah. That's a
oh
private
my
I
God.
room.
want.
He's in a
It's
room.
a
Oh, okay,
private
I wish I
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in a room.
So
Is
usually they have a bathroom in those rooms. I don't.
Mhm.
Always.
Well,
it
that
is
could be a staff issue then. I mean,
is a nanogram less than a milligram? Or do you guys know? I don't know what a
Google it.
nanogram is.
I think a
Google it.
nanogram is smaller than a milligram. Yes, I believe.
Because
Yes, it
I
is.
was reading I was just reading another article where it says that it's common to give women in labor
It is.
morphine.
It helps with
It's
the
a
pain.
go-to.
Yeah, I
It
think
helps with the
Tiff.
labor pain.
I believe Tiff was the one that said that it was not uncommon. I think she's the
It's
one that
not.
said that in chat a minute ago. That they
Unless
give
the
it.
woman doesn't want it.
That's what I just read.
Because
Yeah.
They use it because it's so tested and
yeah,
tried.
yeah.
Not that it can't cause that, but I mean,
I mean, how
that
long has
baby took
morphine
a
been
breath.
around? Morphine's been around forever. It's been used
It's been
in,
around
Yeah.
for a very long time.
yeah. It's not some new medicine that
No.
okay. Well, we're not sure how it's going to do in a labor situation.
Right. It's
You
been
know what I'm
tested
saying?
on.
Yeah. There's a lot of experience with giving it in the lowest dose possible in that situation.
Well, not only that, because when I had both my kids, they asked me if I wanted it. I said no, because actually what it does is prolong your labor.
Okay.
It makes
So
you go longer
Right.
a,
because it's
a
taking away the
nanogram
pain.
a nanogram is less than a gram. 0.19 nanograms equals 1.9 grams, which equates to 10 grams. So she got 10 grams,
Yeah, which is really nothing.
which is that's less than I had read before. I just went to a conversion unit.
So
So
that would
that's
be
10 grams of morphine, which is
so
like
what would that be equivalent to in milligrams?
nanograms to hold on
Hey,
just a minute.
we're gonna make hell of drug dealers by the time we're done with all this.
Nanograms. How
Because
many
Who needs scales?
milligrams?
yeah, how many milligrams would that be?
So I
Yeah,
watched.
Margaret, it's not mine either, and I do not know my measurements.
I don't when it comes
Okay.
to medication.
0.19 nanograms is 7 milligrams.
See, that's not even high. 7 milligrams is not high.
It's like that's just like
Because isn't
nothing.
like the common morphine pill that you get like in a prescription, like the lowest they would give you is either a 5 or a 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, because my blood pressure medicine is
Uh-huh.
10-40 milligrams.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's not even what they gave her. No, that's not even.
Wasn't very much. Yeah.
No.
It's hardly anything.
Well,
I mean, honestly, Xanax is stronger than that.
Yep.
I was watching the doctor who did the autopsy, and I think he was on court TV. I want to say he was on court TV, but I was listening to him the other day. He didn't mention any of this stuff
No,
about
because
medication or anything, or any of these illnesses. The only thing that he talked about was that the baby was breathing
Mhm.
and died from asphyxiation.
Yeah, this is from her lawyer.
Yeah,
Her
from her.
lawyer's saying this.
Yeah,
Of course, she's going to say that because they want to blame the hospital.
but I
If
mean, if
it's
the
not in that
medical,
autopsy, any of this that this lawyer's saying it's not in that autopsy, I feel bad for him and I feel bad for her.
yeah,
He's lying.
Kelsey says you can OD on 2 or 4 milligrams. Yes, you can, but
Yeah, if it's not administered right, and that's
Yeah.
administered by a doctor.
Right.
wait. So they gave her 7 milligrams that
Yeah,
you
seven
can
milligrams is
OD.
not high.
But you can OD on 2 or 4 milligrams?
You
If
know,
you're
Avery, I mean, what do they do for Jaden? I mean, it kind of surprises me that, I mean, well, no, I'm saying it wrong. Never mind. I mean, when you're on medicine so much like I am, and obviously Betty is, you kind of get used to like the milligrams and the
mill,
grams and
but
how much stuff is. And
yeah,
Yeah, when it goes to nano, I'm used to seeing milligrams on everything. When it
that's
goes down below that, I don't know what any of that is equivalent to.
right, I didn't know what a nanogram is, but it's probably the reason why they probably, and I'm not a nurse, but there's a lot in my family. And I think why they do that is because they give it in liquid form, not pill form.
well. See, mine's got like mine's blood pressure with a blocker. So the
Mhm.
blocker is like 10 milligrams, and the blood pressure medicine is a 40 milligram,
Mhm.
but it's all together. So that's why it says 10.10-40 milligrams, because the blocker that's in it's only 10 milligrams.
Well, to answer you, Lady V, the only time he's had morphine is coming straight out of surgeries, and I've
Oh,
never
honey,
gone over and read the, you
Yeah,
know.
I'm sorry. I did not mean that the way that it came out. Please forgive
no,
me.
that
What
was
I meant was like like I guess I'm just so used to dealing with so much medication that it just like, and my mom had health issues, so it's just kind of a normal thing to me. So I sincerely apologize for the way that came out because I didn't mean it to come out like that at
Yeah,
all. So
no,
please forgive me.
we don't have pain medication really at home.
Yeah,
Um,
his would just be mostly when he comes out of surgery, like you said, or something
Right.
in
right.
that
yeah,
setting.
It
Yeah.
and
probably
I've never looked, I've never gone over and like looked at the IV because honestly, I wouldn't know what I'm looking at. I
right.
don't like
Uh-huh.
whatever if when the nurses come in and they put it in his IV right after surgery, I'm just trusting them. I don't know.
No.
You don't
See,
know.
Right.
I'm nosy. I'm like, I want to know what you're giving my mom. I want to know
Oh,
what you're giving my dad, how much,
Well,
when, how
also,
often, what effects it
I'm
has.
I'm
I
all
mean,
up into information when it comes to
well,
being in the ER, and like they walk in with
hmm
something. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I want to know what it is,
yep. What
how
you
much,
don't
where's it
touch
going,
that. Yep.
and all
Yeah, but
that.
if they were to say if they were to walk in and say we're giving him 5 nanograms, I don't know what that means. I don't know
Right.
what
I would
nanograms is.
go, I don't know what that means. How many milligrams is that? How many?
Yeah, because I'm so used to
They
seeing
would
stuff in milligrams, not
Yeah.
nanograms.
well,
But
they would tell you right off the get go. It's 7 milligrams, 9 milligrams.
Okay. So,
but
yeah.
The
I
lowest.
want to.
It says one. It's 1 to 1 million. So
It's like
Huh?
nothing.
1 million nanograms is 1 milligram. Is
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. It's not much.
I don't
Right.
know. I want to see the autopsy, like which they're
Yeah.
probably not going to publish it to the public because he was a baby. But when this goes to court, whether it's a her trial or it's this this lawsuit court thing that she's trying to pull off, I'm sure at that point they will go over what the tox report said, the autopsy and stuff like that. It's going to
Oh
be
yeah.
very interesting to hear if it's the same thing as what her attorney is saying. Because this attorney is trying to say, well, she gained 10 to 15 pounds. She was on her period. That's literally saying that this girl was on her period for 9 months straight. And that's the reason why she gained all the weight. But then it also says in the next the next paragraph here is scientifically 1 in 2,500 women do not know that they are pregnant when they deliver, especially teenagers. Okay, first of all, when you deliver a baby, you know that you are pregnant. Okay,
hmm
When you deliver your first baby, you know you're pregnant.
yes, every
Exactly.
time after that, you know that your body is going through changes, and you know that there's something there.
Yes.
But
Well, they.
they're trying to blame especially teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she went to McDonald's every day with her boyfriend. she thinks putting on the weight is normal. She was taking birth control and had a period. She didn't feel kicking and she didn't feel sick. Just because you don't feel sick or morning sickness or nausea or whatever
I
doesn't
never had.
mean. With my first one, my oldest one, I was sick the first few months. My other two, I was never sick.
Yeah, I never had morning sickness with either one of mine.
Oh my God, the first one, oh Jesus, I
Now,
couldn't eat nothing, and I was sick.
now with my son, I had mild labor for 3 days and hard labor for 24 hours.
I spent a good part of 4 months on the couch with my first one and 5 months with my second one just to be able to have them.
With my daughter, I went to the doctors. They said, go to the hospital because you're having your baby.
Okay, so Tiff said, now I do know a girl who had no clue that she was pregnant. She was in her 30s dealing with stress from home, damage from a tornado. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal
Yeah, I
with.
mean,
Yeah,
some people,
exactly.
I'm not saying they don't know that they know. I mean, when
They
you
know
got stress,
something's wrong.
I
right, when
think
you
this
got
girl,
stress and everything else,
yeah, I'm not believing
but
that
her, I'm not,
Alexi did not know that she
no,
was. I'm sorry,
I
I don't
think she
believe it.
was scared to death of her mom. That's
that's
what I
what I think.
think.
That's what I
Yeah.
think. She was scared to
It's
tell her
her
mom.
mom's fault.
Yep, she was scared.
I mean, it's her fault, but it's her mom's fault. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because your child should be able to come to you and say, "Hey, I made a mistake. I'm so and so pregnant. You know,
I
I
don't
don't
care
want
how
to keep
much you force
the
them
baby."
to say, how much you force them to say, no, I'm not. No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no. It doesn't matter. That baby's not going anywhere.
yeah. I mean, my daughter was 26 years old when I found out. She was pregnant. Okay,
Hmm.
so what? She's 26, but you know, 19. It is young, but 19 is still over 18.
Yeah. I had my first
I mean,
miscarriage at
my
19.
cousin was 16 when she had her first child. So
Alexi, let's see, Tiff said Alexi told people what she was going to name him.
that's another thing. It was going around that she
Yeah, I
went
do remember
around
that.
school telling people that what she was going to name him. That's what I don't understand. People, your classmates know what you said.
Right.
They're not going to lie for you. You maybe get one or
Especially,
two.
well, especially whenever they go to court.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just what gets me and I just made the comment back to Tiff. None of these articles even have the baby's name in it. It's always the baby.
yeah,
Why not put his name in there? He was human.
yeah. He was
He was
born.
he
He might not have survived, but he was
right.
born.
He had a heartbeat.
Yep.
Why not put his name in the articles instead of just referring to him as the baby?
Yeah.
You know.
He's still a child. He still had a
Right.
heartbeat. He was breathing until she.
And I don't think that this lawsuit that she's trying to pull off, I don't
It's
think it's
not
going
gonna.
to work. And I think
No.
it's just a, a tactic for her to try to get out of the
Mm-hmm.
charges that she has on her.
Yep. I
I,
think.
I just think I don't care how much of a societal horrible thing to her mother that it would be, and all of this stuff. I just don't think nowadays, I just don't think that's an excuse, especially at 19 years old.
No.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be. And even back then, I mean, how would you feel if you're 13, 14 years old and you're with child? I mean, people have to fess up, you know?
Yep.
Mm.
It's like
I
her
mean,
mom and her live in La La Land or something. Whatever her mom says, by God, that's. I mean, do you remember that video where the police, the law enforcement was there and they wanted to take Alexi away and her
yep.
mom was having a fit and
Yep.
telling them what to do and what not to do. And I mean,
She's
she's,
my child. You can't take her.
She's 19. She's an adult.
What happened to Avery?
I
So I
don't
did
know. I
find
hope
an
I didn't
article.
upset her. I didn't mean
You
to. I'm
must
so sorry.
wait. Let me check my private chat too. And she didn't
I
put
did
it in
find an
private
article
chat.
that said that she was going to name the child Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Tiff said in chat. But why not use that name in the articles if that's what she
That's what
was
they
going to
named it, Alex.
Now, another thing, it says like they was a DNA test done on who the father is because it says she and her boyfriend, the baby's alleged father.
But
So
I
wasn't
don't
he at
think
the
they did.
hospital though?
Yeah, he
The
was at
the
the
boy
hospital.
that
Yeah.
was him and his family or his parents or something like that was at the hospital.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how did they know
And
that she
his
was at the
mom.
hospital about to have the baby
Him and his
if
mom were there.
if she didn't know she was pregnant? Like the whole
Well,
thing, her story's just not adding up. I mean, why would
no.
the daddy know to be there if she didn't
Because
know she
he
was
knew.
pregnant? Exactly, just
He
like she knew.
knew.
Just like she knew. The lawsuit is not going to hold up, I don't think.
So I would love to know when she started on birth control because I have heard of women taking a large amounts of birth control, hoping that the child will not, survive. I've heard of that. I've heard of people doing that.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
that baby.
so if I was wondering, like, if when she got the prescription for the birth control, if she was already maybe with child,
I
and
didn't think she was taking birth control,
I think she was taking it before.
but that
I
baby was
think her mom made her get
Patty.
on it.
What happened is she put that baby in that trash can and suffocated him.
Yeah.
Give me 5 minutes with her, and I'll get the truth.
Yeah.
She
They
won't.
they go into a whole I was trying to find the body cam footage, but they go into a whole like timeline on here. Let me get it pulled back up here now. In this. Okay, so and still her attorney is why would she think she's pregnant? The attorney is not a very good attorney. I'm sorry. He shouldn't be.
He's about. He's about.
He's about to look like an idiot in the
Mm-hmm.
courtroom. Okay.
well,
Fact chat,
what
please.
they're trying to say is that because her mother was there, that they, her HIPAA rights were completely,
No, they weren't.
like, because they asked her with someone else in the room, a third party.
It's her mother. Her mother wouldn't leave the room.
So the defense, I guess, is going to go for the fact that because her mother wouldn't leave the room, that, the daughter did not want to completely tell, I don't know, or she said
Well,
it, and it doesn't, whether she was telling the
it's
truth or
not
not,
going to work.
that she was in the room with her, that, it doesn't, it could be thrown out. That's what they're going with, I guess.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen.
Tiff said if she was shocked, why not run out crying and ask for help? She put him in the trash for a reason. She put him in there because she didn't want him.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Or her
That's
mother
what it
told her to.
that's
Because
what it all boils down to. She did not want him. I do believe that possibly she was scared of her mom. I mean, we saw how the mom acted in the body cam footage. She could have very well been scared of her mom, but at the same time, she was 19 years old. She could have went and told somebody, "Look, I need help. I need to be away from my mom. I don't want my mother around me while I'm in the hospital. I don't want
they
her
would
around
have
the
escorted
baby."
her out.
Yes, they would have took the mom out. She had that right as a 19-year-old adult.
Yep.
Okay, so her attorney is claiming that his client was administered. Okay, so Mitchell described to the outlet what he claimed to his client was administered at the hospital in a timeline. So on January 26th, she goes to the hospital, arrives at 12:03, and by 12:05 a.m. she's admitted. 12:18, they start giving her muscle relaxants. 12:28 a.m., they give her morphine, and they also give her more pain medication. That continues for 111 minutes. They give her ketorolac, which you are not meant to give pregnant women, and ondansetron for nausea. Ketorolac, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medication used to treat pain. So basically, it's an NSAID. NSAIDs have a potential for causing fetal cardiovascular adverse reactions, according to the National Institutes of Health. Ondansetron is prescribed during pregnancy to help with the symptoms of nausea and vomiting, the NIH says. Which I do know ondansetron is used for nausea because I've had that in.
No.
I don't know if that's the same thing as
Nobody's seen
Zofran.
the autopsy or anything, right?
I haven't, but like I said, with him being a child,
Right. They're
you
not
know,
gonna.
they're more than likely him being a minor. They're not going to release that to the public. It'll come out in the trial, whether it's
Right.
her murder trial or this so-called alleged lawsuit that they're trying to pull off.
Right.
So. But here's a picture of her. It's not the video, but it is a picture of her running to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Holding herself there.
She knew what was going on.
Yeah, she did.
She was feeling the pressure.
I mean, if she thought it was coming out the other way, she would have been holding her butt, not her crotch.
She felt the pressure and she knew what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay, so they gave her a cyclobenzaprine, a muscle relaxant, acetaminophen. I always want to call it acetaminophen, but acetaminophen and morphine, which you are definitely not meant to give during labor, the lawyer says. Okay, so he's claiming about the morphine. We've done looked that up. We know that it is not uncommon to give during labor. They're going to rip that to shreds if this does make it to court.
Yep.
12:28 a.m. She's given morphine and blood tests. By 12:51, they knew that she was pregnant. Mitchell added, at 1:39 a.m., she enters the bathroom. They had removed the IV so she could go to the bathroom. Who removes an IV so you can get up and go to the bathroom? Has anybody else ever? I've never heard of that. Anytime I've ever been in a hospital with an IV, you got to take that dang thing with you.
Yep.
Yeah. It is weird.
So that's a lie.
Who removed the IV for her to get up and go to the bathroom?
No doctor will remove an IV to go to the bathroom.
No, they're going to tell you, they're going to put your little bag on that little cart thing, the wheels, and you got to wheel it onto the bathroom with you. So when the IV was taken out of her arm, who was in the room when it was done? Was it just her and her mom and one of them two took it out, or did a nurse actually come in and take it out? All of that's going to be...
The only way they would take the IV out is if it was done. If she didn't want it anymore. That's it.
But even then, she's still going to, while she's still admitted to the hospital. They're going to keep the IV in there until she's, till they have her discharge papers.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know. I think maybe her or the mama took it out so she could go. Maybe hospital staff was not in the room at the time. One of the two take the IV out and tell her run to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's over with. I think that I think there's going to be more to it when it comes to the mother side of it. Tiff says she has to fight to get her IV removed. I've never heard of. Well, Courtney, unless it blew and came out, but they're claiming that the way they're saying it, the hospital, they had removed the IV so she could go to the bathroom. I don't believe that statement.
They don't do that. You have to wheel it to the bathroom with you.
Yeah, not just to go to the bathroom. I don't think they're going to take it out. Yeah, Avery says she's had hers disconnected to go to the bathroom, but not removed. Because they can shut it off, disconnect the little
hose.
The little. I can't remember what they call the attachment to where it goes into your arm or whatever. Yeah, but not just take the whole thing out. I don't believe that. Okay, let's see. So Trevizo had been charged with murder or alternatively abusing a child resulting in death and tampering with evidence after secretly delivering the boy in the hospital bathroom. In legal findings obtained by the Daily Mail, Mitchell also claims that hospital staff and city workers violated HIPAA laws by sharing his client's medical records and discussing the case. The teen, who was admitted earlier in the day with back pain, aroused suspicion when she locked herself inside for a long time, body cam footage from the night of the birth reveals. Nurses eventually opened the door to a bloody scene, which doctors initially believed was Trevizo trying to terminate her pregnancy, before a custodian noticed the body of the newborn inside the trash. And then she says, "I'm sorry, it came out of me and I didn't know what to do. I was scared." Trevizo, who had previously denied ever having sex, said it in a body cam video. You're not sorry. Why not go get help?
Mm.
It came out of me.
Yeah, I really want to punch this person that wrote
Yeah.
this in the face.
Yeah, not he came out or Alex or just she.
The baby.
Yeah, nothing like that. It's just she had
The baby is
total.
not it. The baby is a human.
I don't even know how to describe her. She total lack of responsibility. It's one way.
You know, I
No
understand.
care, no care in the world for her child, basically.
You know, I have to say, and I'm forgive me, Mom, but I'm not trying to speak ill of my mother, but my mother was a very controlling mother. I mean, she was a wonderful mother, but she was very exacting and
He
controlling.
was strict.
And she scared me. No, she scared me because my mom was borderline abusive. Nowadays, it would be considered abusive. Back then, it wasn't. And I don't take it as that. But I don't care how scared of I am of my mom, and my mom could have some tyrants, man. But I think I would have come to the point where I would have, I know you're going to kill me, Mom, but, you
Mm-hmm.
know, we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about another human life here. It's not like you can just
I mean,
discard it like she did and nothing happened.
right. I mean, I was 23 when I found out that I was pregnant. I was scared to death to tell my mom, but I did. I said, "You're probably going to kill
Especially
me.
back then
You're probably going to kill me, but I am 23 and I'm pregnant."
that you weren't married.
Yeah, I was married.
Oh, well, why were you scared?
Because I don't know. I don't know. I guess I mean, my mom wasn't really strict or anything. It
Just some people have a hard time telling their
Mhm.
parents something like
My
that.
mom, my sister got to be the first one that had a baby, so I didn't have to experience that. So,
I was 26 when I was pregnant with my son. I mean, my daughter, and I was scared to tell her then too. But
well, you know, it is what it is.
yeah, I mean, I did tell her. I did say, "Hey, you're gonna be a grandmom."
I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a healthy fear of your parents, okay? I mean, I'm sorry, but there's not. But
No,
I can't
I
imagine,
mean, my
like,
mom wasn't strict or anything, but it's
I
still.
can't, I just can't envision something so important. And
I don't know
I
because
don't think she ever formed an attachment to that child. Who said that in chat?
she
Oh,
probably
Margaret.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. What
she
Margaret
probably,
had said, she had no emotional attachment to the baby, and she
yeah,
just had no regards for its life whatsoever.
yeah. If you have something like that, you don't care what you do to that child.
Yeah, she. I don't see. Hey, Jen, how are you? Um, and Jen said, "I'm confused. Why was she 19 in high school still? Was she held back? Was she in special education?" I don't think she was in special education. It might have just been based off of like where her birthday fell, because I know that
I graduated at 19.
I know some kids, if their birthday falls after a certain date, they can't start that
Yeah,
school
Right.
year. They have to start the following school year, which could have been how
Or
hers
in
was.
kindergarten, the
Yeah,
parents might decide to wait one more year before. That's what my parents did.
yeah.
well,
I mean, she could have been held back a year also.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the baby, she won't start school till she's almost 6. because she's born in February. So,
Right.
and they could have put her in pre-K this year, but I wouldn't let them.
Okay, Dan had asked this, I think, earlier, and we weren't watching chat, so he left, but he came back. He said, did they do a DNA test to see who the father was? Does anyone think the baby daddy was
I
her father? And that is why she was afraid of her mom. Ooh, I hadn't thought about that.
don't know if they ever did a DNA test or not.
I don't think they did.
How about I've been talking and been muted myself the whole time? How about that? No,
We've
I
all
was
done.
thinking the same
Welcome
thing.
to
It's
the
like,
crew.
did they do a DNA test, and that's why maybe the mother's freaking out? Exactly.
I don't know if they
Right?
ever not. Hey,
I feel like she knew. I feel like the mom is more involvement than it's
that
being
she's
on.
bleeding.
Well, Tiff said the last she heard, the boyfriend was still around.
It could possibly be his. I mean, nobody's saying it's not. I mean,
No,
but
it says well allegedly, whatever.
but
Yeah, I think it's alleged because I don't think they took one.
So there was no DNA test for to
I
I,
see
don't
if he
think
was the
so.
dad. Oh,
I
that's
don't
interesting.
know.
Especially for him to show up.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it was him and his mom that showed up to the
Yeah.
hospital.
Yeah.
Maybe she was closer with them than she was her own mom. You know.
Good possibility.
I mean, but like me and Tiff
Yeah.
was just talking in the chat. The girl is 19. She's not a minor when this baby was born. If
Right.
she did not want it, she could have just said, tell the hospital, I just had him in the bathroom. I don't want him. I want to just leave him here at the hospital. She could have done that, and they would have never questioned her
Nope.
about it because he was a newborn. He wasn't past whatever the age is that, you have.
And I don't think they would have said anything to her mom either.
No, because she wasn't a minor.
They're not allowed to.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. She could say, "Hey, listen,
Privacy,
I
a
want my mother
HIPAA.
in the room," and she wouldn't even have to tell her mom. Like doctor or the nurse or somebody would be like, "Okay, we're going to talk to her by herself. Just formality,
Right.
whatever." And then maybe who knows? People are, I don't know. The more you hear these things, it really makes you wonder what goes through people's heads and what exactly kind of like home life they
Don't
have.
worry about
It's insane.
That is an interesting theory, Tonka.
Hold on, y'all. I'm sending a message to someone.
Yeah, Tonka, my mom got what my mom wanted. And I tell you, if she said, like, okay, she was so bullheaded, like if she said she didn't want to do something in her life, she would never, I don't care if she wanted to do it or not, that woman would never, ever do it because she said she wasn't going to.
it. Sounds like
She
me.
bullheaded.
I know
Bullheaded.
some people like that too. I'm not
Sounds
gonna
like
say not gonna say no names.
I know I'm bullheaded. So
I'm guilty of it. I'm not gonna lie.
if
Well,
I
I
don't
can
want,
be bullheaded, but not that bullheaded. I
if I
mean,
don't want to do something, I ain't doing it.
yeah, that's how she was.
There ain't
And there
nobody
was nothing going to make her. Hi, Elliot. Why did her
Elliot, how
mom
are
even
you?
go to the
I know
hospital
this
with
little
her
girl
at
better
all?
stop.
I think her mom knew what was going on. I don't want to sound like I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt, but I guess I kind of am. Maybe the mom didn't 100% know that she was pregnant.
Yeah, that's a good possibility too.
And maybe she questioned it. Maybe she noticed things and she questioned it, but Alexee denied it, and
Sit down.
because she was not a minor, she couldn't force her to take a test.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But maybe the
Yeah.
mom talked to her like, hey, if you don't take care of yourself, something happens to the baby, you could be in trouble. Something like that. I don't know. I don't think the mom part of it, I don't think we've heard the last of it yet. I think there's going to be
I
more
don't
that's going to
know
come out with
either.
that.
Elsie said, how could you possibly know that? What?
How could you possibly know that about me?
What, that you're bullheaded? Now see me when I was younger, I was a fighter, and my mom and I butt heads so bad. I was just as stubborn and bullheaded as her. So I was a rebel and defiant, but I was a really good girl. My sister said she was scared to death of our mom. I'm like, why? I'm the one that got hit, not you.
Stop.
It's like,
You're going to get hurt. Stop it. Listen, sassy pants.
Yeah, Tonka, I agree. I think there's going to be more to the story when this goes to trial, or maybe even before the trial starts. We're going to hear more. There's going to be something else to come out. I think it's going to have to do with the mom. I think they're going to figure out that the mom knew, and somehow she played a part in this somewhere.
When's her trial start?
No, let me look. Because I mean, with this new lawsuit, that may push the trial back. Oh wow,
You're being too loud.
I'm just spelling this girl's name all wrong. Hold on.
Trevizo.
I'm not.
Okay, so based on the search results, the trial dates for Alexee Trevizo has changed due to a court ruling and appeals. Okay, so initially the trial was set to start October the 2nd of 2023. Remember, that's when
Oh, yeah.
Koberger was supposed to start.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them were supposed to start on the same day. Okay, so let's see. As of
I'm going to drop some in back chat. It's a newer article. It's from June 9th of this year.
okay. All right. So then it says, as of August the 6th of this year, the trial date was still in limbo. According to a more recent search result, the court date is currently set for Alexee Trevizo, who was charged with first-degree murder of the newborn baby. On an unknown date, she has a pretrial hearing scheduled for July the 22nd and a jury trial set for August the 26th.
Oh, shit.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
It says here that she has a pretrial hearing scheduled for July 22nd and a jury trial set for August the 26th of this year. So that's just literally
A few
eight,
weeks away. Like,
8 days away.
yeah.
Wouldn't that be right?
Well, if it's going to show it on TV, I'll be watching.
Oh, for sure. Okay,
Defense attorney claimed it was a violation of the woman's Miranda rights when they asked about what happened in the bathroom.
What?
So they asked about a child that was found deceased, a newborn baby, and that violated somebody's rights?
They said the fifth judicial judge, Gray, essentially agreed with the defense on the medical privilege issue. And that privilege issue was the fact, and I do remember hearing that, they effectively detained the hospital on behalf. The doctor at the hospital waited until two police officers arrived to ask Trevizo about what happened in the bathroom. This, the defense attorney claimed, was a violation of the woman's Miranda rights under the Fourth Amendment. The court agreed with that argument.
Okay, but I believe they asked her before the police showed up, too.
She was in that bathroom for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm saying when she got back to the room, I believe the doctor had asked her what happened.
Before the police come in.
Before the police got there.
And her mom was in the room with her.
Then when the police got there, then they asked again.
Everything that takes place from time she was first went into the hospital, everything the doctor and nurses said that they could not given out to the police without a waiver from my client, and we didn't have it. So Mitchell was clear that the suppression request was broad. Anything that happens at Artesia Hospital.
I don't know.
I mean, I want justice to be served, but I think that's a stretch myself.
Okay, so it says in this article that you had posted back in the back chat, it said that first the defense argued a strong patient. Wait, is this what you just read? Strong patient physician privilege under New Mexico law prohibits the prosecution from using uh, of almost all of what happened in the hospital in January 2023, except for the basic fact of staff reporting the dead infant found in the trash can.
Yeah, I didn't read all of that, but yeah.
Okay. So the privilege applies from that time that she went to the hospital, and it applies to everyone there. Mitchell said last year, everything that takes place from the time that she first went into the hospital, everything the doctor and the nurses said, they could not give that out to police without a waiver from the client, which we did not have waive it, which we didn't waive it. Okay, so that's what you had just read.
Yeah. So what they're saying is they have to have a waiver.
Yeah, so because
Or
they
they
didn't have the
out.
waiver, the prosecution can't use
Right.
nothing from the time she was in the hospital except for the fact that they found the baby deceased in the trash can in the bathroom.
Right.
That's going to be, yeah.
But they still can prove it was her. Whether they have that or not. They still can prove because they did the autopsy. Yeah. He had air in his lungs. He was alive.
She was the only one that went in and out of that bathroom at that
the
time.
only one that went in and out of the bathroom.
She came back bleeding all the way down the hall.
He was in the bottom of the trash can under paper towels with a liner over top of him. Well, wait a minute. Didn't she wrap him in something in a trash bag liner?
I think she did.
Paper towels.
It was. I remember
towels.
Something about some paper towels.
Yeah, she put paper towels over him.
So they can't use when she said that it came out and she didn't know what to do. They can't even use that, apparently.
Nothing except for the way I'm reading it. It says here, first the defense argued the strong patient physician privilege under the New Mexico law prohibits the prosecution from using of almost all of what happened at the hospital in January 2023, except for the basic fact of staff reporting the dead infant found in the trash can.
Yeah, so they can use that.
They can use that, but nothing else.
Right.
Good.
So anything after finding him and then saying something to her, they can use. Anything before that, saying like that she knew she was pregnant, knew she was this, they can't use that.
Yeah, so then the next one, which is the one that Lady V had read, the privilege applies from the time that she went to the hospital, and it applies to everyone there. Everything that takes place from the time she first went to the hospital, everything the doctors and the nurses said, they could not give that out to the police without a waiver from the client, which they didn't waive.
Right. So anything after them finding the baby is what they can use. So they still got her.
She put him in the liner, placed it in the bottom of the trash can, and then put a fresh liner on top of him. I think she also threw some paper towels on top of him.
Paper towels over it, and then put the new liner in. And then put paper towels in. Okay. Then she proceeds to walk back to her room, trailing blood, back to her room. And then I don't know if that's when her mom had said, or was it before, where her mom said, we talked about this. This is how girls end up in prison or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We should watch that video.
Yeah, we'll have to find it here in just a second.
What's odd is, I've tried to look up a few different articles, and each article has somewhat similar things, but like all the other little, ins and outs is different. It's so weird. It's like I didn't see that part about her talking to the mother. Then you heard about how the mother is in the room with her and it violates her HIPAA law. And then something, it's just very odd. And then I saw one that said the nurses were like, hey, you got to get out of there. But then it's, what one article doesn't say anything like that. It's very strange.
It's
Like,
just, they got her dead to rights. So, I mean, she could try to get out of it, but that baby deserves justice.
absolutely. And not just that, the whole act of the crime, is just very gruesome. And
Scarlet.
This is what I don't understand about some people. This makes me want to just flip out on her. And
Here, see if this one works. Scarlet, see if this one works.
Okay.
I don't even know her, but I really want to.
Yeah, it just wait. This one's not a video. Okay, wait. This one has words on it. Let me pull this up real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to get it quickly.
Okay, so it says, so the mom is saying, Lexi, have you watched the news of the girls and what they do to their babies? And then they go to jail. And then Alexee, nothing was crying. She's saying nothing was crying. So she's calling the baby nothing.
Yeah.
That's this girl.
She's irritating.
No, he wasn't crying. The baby wasn't crying. Nothing was crying.
She acts
nothing.
I don't know. She just acts like the law don't pertain to her.
Her mom doesn't either.
Yeah, well, let me smack her mom around a few times too.
Yeah.
I think I'd be willing to help you on that.
I think the mom should be charged too. I don't know.
Especially when I watched the video of them coming to arrest her. Oh, you can't take her. She's my child. Well, you know what? She's an adult.
Exactly.
You will get over yourself and you will step out of my way. I would have forced her to move out of the way. I'd have said, look, you got 2 seconds. You can either go get her or I can go get her myself.
Okay.
Okay, here's one with quite a few different links in it for videos, actually.
I think the mother interferes a little too much.
Agreed.
I get she lives at home with you. I guess she lives at home with you and that's your daughter and you do want to protect her. I understand all that.
But well, yeah, it's normal.
When she takes a baby's life, there's no more protection. Protection went right out the window.
This one's off of.
And if she's insisting that's my baby, oh my gosh, this and that. Well, then lady, if she's living under your roof, you are just as much at fault, or you know what I mean. If you're gonna go there, then you should also be somewhat accountable for something too.
Yeah,
neglect, and then if you're gonna do it like that, then you should have child neglect for you not realizing that your kid is pregnant.
Yeah,
sorry,
you're neglecting your child, even though she's 19, you're still neglecting her.
Yeah, well, exactly. And if you're gonna say, "Oh, don't take my baby," whatever, she's living under your roof. Well, then guess what? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm. It's not going to surprise me. I have this one. It's from Long Time. It's working. I had to exit off of it and go back to it because it had that little thingy going in it. Hopefully, y'all be able to hear it. Okay, y'all let me know if y'all cannot hear it.
Lexi, I told you about this.
You are detained. You are not free to leave at this point. Do you understand that?
How big is the baby?
It's full term.
What?
So they started work.
The mother. I'm sorry. That was when the mom asked
there.
How big baby when they said full term. The look on her face. She knew.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish she would have elaborated a little bit more about what did her and Lexi talk about.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a video of her cheerleading with the bump too. It's like
Oh
2
Yeah.
minutes long.
She looks very, very pregnant.
Yes. Very pregnant. Okay, I
I
don't know what this is. Let me see here.
Looking her up. We did a pregnancy test on her, showed positive. She was at 9, that she had sex. Then she said she had to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She was in there for quite a while. We kept knocking on the door. Finally, we got her to open the door, and there was blood everywhere. She was cleaning it up. So we took her back to the room, and I was afraid that she knew she was pregnant. She had done something to herself. So the doctor started doing an exam on her. We had the lady come to clean the bathroom. She put the baby in the trash can, and then she put another clean liner over the top of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when they looked in there, there was no trash in there, but it was underneath the clean bag. The baby's dead.
I'm sorry. Her lawsuit is not going to work. It's
It would
not.
be interesting to know if in high school you play sports, things like that. I guarantee you her cheerleading coach had to know.
Somebody
I
had.
mean, your cheerleading's pretty athletic. Like if you're doing cartwheels, this, that, whatever, it's a tight knit group. Any sport, you would think that her coach would be like, "Hey,
Well, I mean, just think when you go to trial for the cheerleading squad and you make it the team, you go to get your uniform. Your uniform is custom fit to your body.
Yeah, like there's no elastic waistband on that thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, Brian, how are you? Yeah, I'm sorry, but that, from my point of view, the suit that she had on, that cheerleading suit that she had on in that video that we seen, was custom made for her pregnant body.
Those tops are like a corset, man.
Yes, they fit to your body.
It's uncomfortable.
And they're rigid.
Yes. I think it literally looks like she went and had another custom suit made for her pregnant body.
Yeah. Usually you would have to tell your coach because everything has to be completely the same.
Mm-hmm.
And, even if she was, say, 3 months pregnant, all of a sudden, it's like, however, like she was big,
Oh,
you're like, oh, okay, I need a different skirt. I'm sorry. It's her coach had to know.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I don't know how much more of this I need to play because I don't know. They're talking about some pretty graphic stuff in this, so I'm gonna just post the video in the chat if anybody. It's actually an article with the video in it, so let me put it over here. Okay, so there it is, and then I'm gonna put it in the back chat for the ones on panel if y'all want to go back and watch it also.
You guys, we did really good. I mean, how long has it been?
And we've been up here for 2 hours and 3 minutes, and I literally like 5 minutes ago looked at the clock, and I thought I was only on here for 30 minutes.
Are you okay? Do you need to get off?
I'm
out?
gonna go another maybe 10 minutes. I mean, we got a pretty good discussion going.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, Tonka said how much did the baby weigh? I never heard a weight. Just that the mom had asked how big it was. I think maybe she was wanting to know like the weight, and they just told her full term. But probably at that point they hadn't weighed the baby.
But they would in the.
But they would have during the autopsy, for sure. But I haven't seen anywhere else.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So that'll be something else that we have to wait for the trial to come out. I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't think the lawsuit is going to work. Maybe the HIPAA part of it because she was not a minor and they were sharing information with the mom. But at that point, she should have said, "Hey, mom, you need to step out of the room. This is something that me and the doctors or me and the officers or whatever needs to talk about."
Yep. But
Uh,
see, yeah,
or the doctors should have said, "Is it okay if your mom is in here?"
and they could have.
And if she
We
says
don't.
yes, then it's okay for her mom to be in there. I don't think at that point, I don't think HIPAA would be violated at that point. Just wondering if they asked that. Hey, is it okay if your mom is? Because my daughter's 21 years old. I took her to the emergency room a couple weeks ago, and they're coming in there and they're like, "Is it okay if?" Because I'm asking questions, and they're like, "Is it okay if we discuss this?" And my daughter's like, "Yeah." They had to get that permission. So I'm wondering if
Yeah.
they did that with her.
Yeah, because they even do that at the doctor's office too.
Mhm.
Because I remember when I went to the doctor's, and it was just to have my blood pressure checked, make sure everything. My son was in there with me, and they said, "Is it okay that he's in here while we?" I said, "Yeah."
So I just found another article, this New York Post article, and it says Trevizo's boyfriend Devin Fierro admitted a few hours later that he was the baby's father, though he also denied knowing that she was pregnant.
Then how did he show up with his mother at the hospital at the time that she was in labor?
He said he thought he was the father, but then all of a sudden he didn't even. Stop.
Yeah, he just contradicted himself.
That's like them saying in the other article, she gave birth, but she didn't know she was pregnant.
Yeah.
How do you give birth to a child, but you don't? It's, I don't know. I don't know if it's just the wording in the articles or what, but he
Well,
literally.
that's why I said about the articles. So if you want, I can post this one in Discord if you want.
Okay, that'll be fine. It doesn't make sense. How would he know to show up at the hut? She obviously had to call him or text him or something and say, "Hey, I'm on the way to the hospital. I think I'm in labor." Why else would he show up if he's not just going to show up because she's having back pain?
No.
And he showed up with his mom too.
In the morning.
Okay, so wait. Libra says she was spending the night with the boyfriend. They brought her to the hospital. Her mom met them there. Okay, so thank you, Libra, because I didn't watch the whole body cam. I just remember watching that part with her mom saying, "Oh my God, Lexi,
Wait a minute.
We talked about
I thought her mom took her to the.
That's what I had always thought too.
Didn't it show that her and her mom were the only ones there at the time of that?
It shows that
the boyfriend and the mom show up.
So when I seen the boyfriend and the mom, they were in the waiting room. That's when there was a video that had came out of them in the waiting room. I can't remember if it was a doctor or an officer that went out and spoke to them.
Yeah, that the boyfriend and the mom were in the waiting room.
Yeah,
but her mom and her were in the room. But wasn't it her mom that took her to the hospital?
That's what I had originally thought.
Well, that's the thing. All these articles, everything, it's like everything's somewhat the same, but everything else is different. Like there's like 4 different narratives going on.
I'm pretty sure it was her mom that took her to the hospital.
That's what I had originally thought too.
I thought it was too, but
at some point the boyfriend and the mom shows up because that's what wasn't making sense to me. How did he know to get there on the night that she was in labor?
Because she probably texted his ass.
Right. Now, if she was spending the night with a boyfriend and she starts hurting and so they bring her to the hospital because she's hurting bad, then that would make sense that, they were there and then the mom shows up. But
right. Because really, even though she's an adult, you still want your mother.
I don't know.
Some do.
Most people, yeah. I never wanted my mom in the hospital room, which my mother was not in any of my kids. When my kids were born, my mama wasn't in any of them. But just
I can't find a way to this baby.
And I was there when the baby was born, so I was in the room and everything.
My dad was actually in the room with me,
I
and
seen
my
look,
mom and my mother-in-law were outside the door
I,
because we were on an end one, so they were able to watch too.
Okay, so Libra said the boyfriend and mom told him she was spending the night with them, and her mom said yes, she was spending the night. Okay.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought it was her mom that took her, but anyway, the baby just looked at me like I was crazy because I said I seen her little head come out.
Anyone know what happened? Elliot, no, I don't.
No, I always thought it was her mom that took her, and they showed up
I
after the baby was found in the trash can, and they were in the waiting
that's
room.
that's what I had thought. But then Lieber
That's,
did put another comment. Cops interviewed boyfriend and his mom. They told cops she was spending the night with them, and her mom agreed. So okay, if
yeah,
that
I
is
don't.
what happened, that makes more sense of why the boyfriend was there on the night that she gave birth.
Right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that
Were
does
you
that.
able to see how much that baby weighed anywhere? Because
I googled it. I
No,
couldn't find it.
No.
it's probably once again because he's a minor
I'm looking at
Yeah.
the
that they're
autopsy,
Yeah.
not
but
gonna.
yeah,
You have the autopsy report?
yeah, I do.
Send that to me in Discord in a DM. Libra said that her stepdad was kind of creepy. Hmm. Like
Who's that?
creepy. Libra Moon said that in chat. That I guess Alexee's stepdad
I
was
thought it
creepy.
was her real dad.
Okay, I put it in the three of ours.
I thought
Okay.
it was her real dad.
Well, I mean, if it's the stepdad that she's talking about that was creepy, like what kind of creepy, Libra? Or do you mean like creepy as in he? Well, I don't even. No, I'm not going to say that on here.
We know what you mean.
Yeah, that because that's going to go a completely different rabbit hole at that point,
Yeah. We know what you
and
mean.
which would make sense if she didn't want her mom to know.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Or the mother knew and didn't want it to come out.
yeah, but still, why would you put your kids through that? I don't care how old they
Well,
are.
I mean, the baby's gonna come if you don't do something about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
do have, things that we can do nowadays.
Yeah.
Like I said, she didn't want that baby. She should have gave it up for adoption.
She should
Yeah,
just
she
So
should have.
left it at the hospital and just like, look,
Yeah.
I'm an adult. This is my decision and my decision only.
Yeah.
They would have taken it. They would have said
Mm-hmm.
nothing. They
They
wouldn't
would
have
have
told
taken.
anybody.
Yep.
What they wouldn't have questioned her on it.
Nope.
Nothing. Because you have
Okay,
up until a certain age to take the baby to a fire station or a hospital.
Yep. And that's what she
And
should have done. She
right.
should have said,
No
"Hey,
no questions asked.
yes,
Instead
I
of
am.
so
Yes, I want to give birth to him, but I want to give him up for adoption.
right.
I don't want to take him home with me."
that was the cause.
so the weight loss routine that she was doing, she was on phentermine, which is that's just like that, you don't just grab that at, your local drugstore. That's some serious weight loss.
Yeah, doctor has to give you that.
Yeah, you need you usually I've heard of, you get a shot. I'm looking at saying it's kind of compared to like an Ozempic. It's some pretty strong stuff. It's not
Doctor
anything
can do that because
you over the
my
counter.
brother gets the shot.
And now if she's on her parents' health insurance, which I would assume she would be, they would know, or somebody would, there would be you need a prescription for that. I mean, that's some strong stuff. That's strong. It
Well,
almost
yeah,
makes you wonder if it was, she was trying to maybe purge or trying to do something like that, thinking maybe she would be able to miscarry.
Probably.
yeah. That's
You
what
know?
I believe it was Libra that said that a minute ago. She was on diet pills and birth control, and it was like she was taking them to cause something
Right.
to
This
happen
isn't
to the
just the
baby.
regular diet pill, though. This is strong stuff.
Yeah,
Real strong.
Doctor.
and it would make sense because most parents' health care plans, as long as the child is still in school and living at home, they can still carry them even into college. Some insurances will still carry the
24,
child.
I think, is
Yeah.
The age of 26. You can be on your parents' health insurance till the age of 26.
So it's very good possibility that she was still on it. So
I mean, that with birth control, it's a serious cocktail of just, I mean, that's just, oof.
it seems to me like she was trying to do something to the
Yes,
baby
exactly.
from the jump.
Or maybe it was too late for her to go to a clinic, something like that. And
Yeah,
then,
hold on 1 second, y'all.
I don't know. Crazy.
That's
Well,
so sad.
Yeah, it's a shame.
And I know you know this good and well, but it's like there's people out there. I mean, when I thought I couldn't have babies, it just about killed me. So I
Okay, I'm
can't
back.
even
Yeah,
imagine.
it's not fair.
Okay,
It's
Tonka,
not.
hold on. I'm gonna see if I can fix it real quick for you. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can do something here. Okay, Tonka, let me know if that helps any. Okay, because she is known before delivering a baby. Stillborn. Okay, so Elliot says because she have known before delivering the baby would be born still because he stopped moving in her. She claims she never felt moving.
I claim she's full of shit.
Uh, I mean, it's obvious that
Absolutely.
she didn't go to a doctor during the pregnancy.
That's
She
what
didn't
I'm
do
saying.
like her monthly checkups, and then once you get closer to delivery, you start your weekly
Yeah.
visits. She obviously didn't do any of that.
Uh-uh.
Tonka, you're welcome.
No, no, because if she did, this would have
Yeah,
never happened.
right. They would have known 9 months earlier that she was pregnant, and so I don't. I mean, it's more than likely they're gonna see that she didn't go to a doctor. She didn't get any type of prenatal care.
Yeah, because the doctor would have all that.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to use that against her as well in court. Um, it'll probably be brought up more than likely.
It's a good possibility they could use it.
So it's going to be an interesting trial.
Yep. Can't wait.
Libra wants to know: does anyone know how much the phenamine was in the baby system? Hold on, where did I do with that article? Oh shit, I've done exited off of it.
But
Um, I don't think Libra in the article that I was reading a few minutes ago, where they said that the morphine was found in the baby system. I don't think that was mentioned by her attorney regarding this new lawsuit that they have going.
nobody knows because nobody's seen the autopsy. So
Yeah, which to me makes sense because
he's a baby.
he's a baby, so they're not. I don't.
Okay,
But
so I went to the. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just saying, hey, daycare mama, how are you? But I haven't. Lady V did send me a video so that has the autopsy report in it, and I haven't got to watch it yet. Uh,
Right.
so if
It's
was the toxicology report in that video also, Lady V?
Yeah, it was, but I pulled
Okay,
up an article and then I asked the co-pilot, you can ask it a question about the article, and it said that the autopsy revealed that the baby weighed approximately 6 pounds 1 ounce at birth.
okay.
Which
Uh,
that's not bad, but it's not good either because that's
Yeah,
how you tell she was taken.
she wasn't taking care of herself.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
it was
Yeah.
unalived by asphyxia.
Yep.
It was full term, healthy baby.
Mm-hmm.
No signs of congenital abnormalities or injuries.
See, that's what I don't understand. Healthy baby. So how did the baby have COVID and all them other things? Because that's not a healthy baby.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
why I
still.
What
said
makes it even worse though is that that baby was strong if it was still,
I don't believe what that
breathing.
little saying.
Could have had a chance.
What?
Okay.
Okay, it says yes, a DNA was conducted on the baby. The results confirm the identity of the parents, which is crucial for part of the investigation.
So there was a DNA done.
I'm going to see who was the.
I'm
It
so
has
used
not
to
been
hearing.
disclosed.
Yeah, it probably won't be until the trial. I'm so used
What
to
was
hearing
the
myself on here typing, and I hear everybody else typing.
Sorry. I just got
No,
a
you're
new
good.
keyboard, so yay! I'm actually able to do something while I'm talking to you because I'm not doing nails.
Tonka, you were right. Tonka says, I'm sure we don't even know the tip of the iceberg. I
Oh,
think there
yeah.
is so much more, and it's just being withheld from the public because he's a minor. So I think this is going to be another very interesting trial with a lot of unheard information.
My oldest one was 5 pounds 11 ounces, and my youngest one was six. No, hold on, 5 pounds 16 ounces, and my youngest was 6 pounds 11. Both of mine were really little.
Stop.
Yeah, that might be the bomb that's dropped.
I can't wait for her trial. Then Sarah Boone's and
That.
Kohlberger's. Like,
Did you say her trial starts on the 26th of August?
that's what it said in an article that I just. Well, it was a Google search. A Google search result said it was supposed to start August the 26th, but I can't find anywhere else that confirms that.
Oh, Avery, I'm sorry. Her youngest one was 1 pound. I'm so sorry, sweetheart.
Oh my God, y'all! Dollar. Can y'all hear him?
Yeah, I can't.
Jeez.
Meow, meow.
I finally figured out though today I had to go down to my aunt's house and I didn't know that they had like a ton of cats down there,
Oh,
and
no.
we could never figure out what he kept seeing in my dining room window. He would jump up in the windowsill and just meow at the window.
That's
And
what shop.
come
That's
to
what
find
ours
out,
do.
when I go down there to see my aunt for a second, she's got like all these cats outside of her house. And
Of
this is a
course, it's the country.
yeah, well, see, this is a different aunt than the one that I take to the doctor. So, and I'm literally like right here next door to her, and she's got all of these cats that just stay so perfectly down on her property. So that's why
Probably
Dollar
feeds
is
them.
walking around. I,
We
they probably
have,
come up here, eats our feed. Ours probably go down there, eat their feed. But that's why Dollar is walking around like
Yep.
whining all the time.
That
yeah,
shop.
we have one cat that does that. He looks outside all the time. We have a raccoon that goes from our house to our cousin's house to my husband's dad house and back to my he just travels the neighborhood and eats the cat food. He's funny,
Yeah.
actually.
Well, there's this black and white kitten that hangs around here, and Shadow will sit in the windows and he'll sit there. Wow! I said, if you don't shut up.
No, my cat Mina does that after she eats, and I think it's because she wants Ezio out of the room. But as soon as we let him out of the room, she hisses him and wants to have an argument with him. I'm like, "Are you kidding me, you guys? I can't deal with them." But we don't take ours. Don't go outside. Not here.
Ours don't either.
there's hawks, man. Forget it.
Yeah, we don't let ours out either. We do
No.
have a couple outside cats though, but we had this huge. My husband, we saw this bobcat. He took a picture of him, and he was by branches, so we could kind of gauge how tall he was. That thing has to be at least 80 or 90 pounds. It is huge. I mean, we had one when I was growing up. He was 60 pounds. He ended up on top of my husband's head one day because he got scared. But this thing's bigger than that one. It's humongous.
Yeah, no, we have them around
No,
here
ours
too.
don't go out.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Mine
We
have
don't.
mine are all clawed though. Like no, we don't no declawing. No, no, no.
My Yorkie does not go out unless we're right there. I mean, right there with her.
Okay, I'm looking. Did Alexee? Did she go to prom? She went to prom with the same boy that was at the hospital that night, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I believe so. I think they're
Okay.
still together.
Okay, it looked like him, but the shot that I'm seeing in this article while they're at the hospital is like a side view of him, and then there's one of her and him. How the hell could she? She has no
She has no morals.
Conscience.
Wait. Something
nothing.
just hit me. I'm sorry. Something just hit me. I'm sorry. I'm so slow tonight. But did you say that she was going to be staying the night at her boyfriend's house?
Mhm.
Um. Okay, so initially, me and Betty Joe had thought that Alexi's mom had taken her to the hospital. But Libra had said that in the body cam footage, which I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did post the link in the chat, that in the body cam footage, it says that the reason why the boyfriend and his mom were there is because she was staying the night with him, and they were the ones that brought her to the hospital, and then her mom met them there.
So I'm
Which,
sorry. So she was staying the night with him, but there's no chance that maybe she actually is pregnant?
oh yeah, because 19-year-olds
Excuse me?
they spend the night with their boyfriend all the time, and nothing happens.
Oh yeah, nothing happens.
Okay,
Well,
go
I
blow
could
smoke
I
up
Are
could
somebody
you?
else's
but I
ass.
won't.
How naive are you as parents?
Exactly.
Yeah, really.
Nothing happens.
There's very few people that can do that. I'm just saying.
It,
It just hit me that you just said that. Because I was looking stuff up and I sat back and I'm like, wait a minute, did they
but
say?
see but it makes sense though if that's how it happened. Why the boyfriend was
Yeah.
at the hospital the night that she gave birth? Because I kept saying that if she didn't know she was pregnant, how did he just show up at the hospital the night that she gives birth to this baby?
Oh,
Uh,
you can't tell
So
me he didn't
it
know.
oh they
he knew.
all knew. They all
Maybe
knew.
maybe she was starting to go into labor was why she was staying over there.
Possibility.
Yeah, because you can go into mild labor where it's just like they're so far apart, the labor pains.
Yeah, but
That
if you're having back labor,
yeah,
you want
I know.
somebody to rub that back.
I had that with my
Yeah.
son, so I know exactly how that feels. That
Luckily, I didn't have that.
that's painful.
I tell you what, my daughter-in-law pops them out like it's nothing. I mean, they have 8, and it's just like every time, it's just like quicker and quicker and quicker.
Well, yeah, because they say after your first one, it's nothing.
Water or dry birth? I don't. Did they say that?
They didn't say. I didn't see anything about it.
I didn't either. Why would that be important, Scott?
But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a
Yeah.
lot more information will come out um, once this goes to trial.
Yeah, maybe Tiff said it makes sense. Maybe the boyfriend had too much and took her to the hospital.
Yeah,
mm,
I mean, it does make sense now that that would be the reason why he was there. I'm not buying it that None of them did. No,
No.
I'm sorry. I'm not buying it.
No, they both knew. And if you could go around school telling people what you're going to name this baby, you knew what you were doing.
And then it says in this article, 12 weeks after the baby is born and passes away, she's at prom with her boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
all smiles. I'm
Mhm.
Yeah.
sorry. Why did some of the girls at the school? I don't know.
I'm sorry. Why did they leave and let her
Back
go to prom?
exactly.
That sounds like, I know this is used a lot, but I mean, to me, that sounds like a sociopath.
Yeah.
Back in my day in high school, if a girl would have did that, came to school pregnant, talked about what she was going to name the baby, all this and that, and then turn around and did what she did to, like what this girl did to that baby, and then lied claiming she didn't know she was pregnant when everybody else knew that she would not have been at prom.
No.
Yeah,
Couldn't in
well,
my day either.
usually
Wouldn't have.
if she's talking about it, your guidance counselor would hear about it. They would take you. I mean, this is when I was in school. They would take you, into their office, talk about it, tell your parents. I mean, that's what would happen. That's what happened when girls were pregnant when I was in high school. It wasn't something that was just ignored.
Well, see, I think a lot of the reason why she probably got away with it as far as being at school is because she was already 18 or maybe even 19 at the time that she got pregnant. So she was
Oh,
already an adult. So you know what I'm saying? Like that might
Yeah,
have been
I
the
guess,
reason
but
why
you would think if they're still in high school. I mean, do you know that they let her finish school? They allowed her. They put an ankle bracelet on her, let her finish school and walk
why
for
was she
graduation.
even going to school if the public
Yep.
knew she was accused of
I
unaliving?
don't.
Wouldn't make her a target.
She
Hello,
would
Miss Amir.
not. She would not have been at our school when I
No.
was back in high school.
Oh,
What kind
yes,
of a lesson
that's
does
true.
that teach? No consequences? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, what Tiff said is true. The college did not want her there. No one wanted her for a roommate. I remember that,
Right.
Tiff.
Yeah. I remember, and there was something. Didn't she have to do something or go through something in order to be able to go to college?
I think so. I don't remember what it was.
I mean, you can't
It
blame
seems
them.
like.
Well,
No.
she could attend some college in jail, I'm sure. Everybody gets iPads, whatnot,
Right.
I mean, no.
Or never mind, I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Hey, everybody. I wanted to
Nobody
explain real quick why Lena has my Lady V. It's because she's actually logged into my account so she can get on StreamYard and we can both work it.
Well,
I just
Yeah, I
realized
was
that she had your name on there. I just seen Princess Lena and didn't read the rest of it.
well, my name's on there, but I would have to kick myself off and
my
whatnot.
avatar, and that's why I changed mine. Yeah,
Well, we have it for Mysterious.
we do. It's for Mysterious.
This is the latest this baby's ever stayed up for about a month.
Oh, see, I had her on a good sleep schedule when I wasn't going live.
Because last night she even fell asleep at, I think it was like 12 o'clock, and I fell asleep right after.
Miss Amir, yes, it has been a hot minute, but I am very happy to be back.
Because I usually fall asleep to watching the live feed on Big Brother.
Libra said there was a petition to have Alexee removed or something from college.
I remember something was going around that they didn't want her at their college, which I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to go to school, whether it's high school or college, with someone that had been accused of that. I mean, she's not going to get out of it.
No, I can't even believe she's brave enough to even go to college after doing that.
Well, she has I'm sorry, she's just self-centered and selfish. All she thinks about
doesn't
is
think she did
herself.
anything wrong.
You're going out in public. Don't you think some of these, this world is crazy today, okay? Somebody gonna walk up to you and just let you have it.
I mean, there is, in one of the articles that I had pulled up a minute ago, the very last few lines of that last paragraph, it was talking about her classmates were talking about how she was going around school talking about what she was going to name the baby and all this and that. These
then
people
going
are going to be
prom.
on the stand and they're going to be testifying against you about
Yeah.
what you told them at school about knowing that you were pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're going to use the cheerleading video.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's not going to get out of these charges, and her lawsuit is just they're wasting time with that.
Yeah. She thinks she's above the law.
Yeah, and Elliot wants to know what was she going to college for? Early childhood development. I hope
Stop
not.
it.
I
What?
hope I hope not. I
I hope-
honestly I don't know what she was wanting to go to college for.
I hope she
I
doesn't.
do remember a big issue with the college, and with the prom and all that. Yeah,
That-
Libra. She told the friend she was going to name the baby Alex, but then she gets on that body cam footage and she was like, nothing was crying. She literally called the baby nothing, or it just came out.
Yeah.
It's just she has no regard for human life. I'm sorry, she doesn't.
Learn her values.
This baby's crazy.
I'll be glad though when her trial starts because I'm ready to hear all the shenanigans in it.
Hey, settle down.
Oh,
Crazy.
it's only 2:30 at your house, Penny. So
And
it's,
what
it's
is
still early.
Alexee Trevizo?
She's crazy. She's on something.
She's just hyped up because she's
I
staying
think
up
that's
late.
it. I think it's the allergy medicine she's got to take.
Aw. Yeah, it has been so hot here the last 2 to 3 weeks. That,
Oh,
like,
it hasn't publicly been
Well,
disclosed.
We
The-
noticed something when we come to stay with my son. Now she'll do this thing. She'll go like that, and I said, "Oh," I asked her. I said, "What's wrong, baby?" She said, "Nothing." I said, "Are you having problems breathing?" She said, "No." It's like her sinuses is dripping in the back of her throat.
It said she has been attending New Mexico State University online.
Yeah, because they don't want.
The judge ruled that she should attend classes in person.
I wouldn't want her. I wouldn't even want her name associated with my school,
No.
even for
Well,
online
the
classes.
college can stop her from going.
Yeah, they don't have to accept her.
No.
Wait,
And-
Libra said that Libra Moon said, I just read she was going for social worker.
Oh
my
God,
Lord.
no.
I don't honestly. I don't. What office as her being a social worker? Who's gonna hire her?
Nobody.
How could she even? I mean, that's gall. I'm sorry. You don't even care for your own child, but you're going to be a social worker and you're supposed to care about others people's kids. Make that make sense.
To me, she's mocking her child.
She is. Good night, Dan.
Who's paying for her school, I wonder?
That's a good question. Dan, you have a good night and thank you for joining us. Tonka, it has been so hot here the last couple of weeks that the stores are putting fall decorations out. Like they are begging fall to hurry up and get here. Literally.
It's cool here. It's like 65 degrees here.
Look, I don't like cold weather, y'all, but I will be so glad when it's cold here.
It says there isn't.
I will not complain about the cold weather this year. I promise I will
You
not.
will. You will. You will. I know you will.
We all do.
Every one of us will. It's supposed to be a really bad winter, at least here.
We complain about the heat. We complain about the cold.
Oh, I cannot handle because when the transmission went out today and we were in town, it was 105 degrees.
Yep.
And where we were able to pull in at, it was at a co-op, and the guys come out and brought us some water and was like, y'all come sit inside under the air conditioner until someone gets here. It was so hot.
Yeah.
I know, Chip, I say it every time, but I promise this year, I don't care how cold it gets. I am not complaining about it. I'm
I'm going to
literally,
remind you of that. I remember last year you said the same thing.
I did. I say it every year. I'm not going to complain about the hot weather. I'm not going to. I do say it, but this year I'm not because I'm to the point. And I guess because I was sick so much this year, and the heat was so bad and the humidity here,
Yep.
I'm over the
It
hot
only makes
weather.
it worse. It
Yeah.
makes you feel worse. My husband, he's out in this, and it's been like in the hundreds, and he's out
Yep.
in it almost all
It-
day
it-
long. He
I,
comes
I,
home and he's literally just soaked.
It
well, yeah,
drains
'cause
you.
rain from the heat and stuff too.
Yeah, we've been eating a lot of sandwiches.
It
Like drain.
is. It's like we was getting all that rain a couple of weeks ago, and now it's so dry here that
Ugh.
we need rain.
Yep.
It's really humid here. I'm having actually trouble breathing. It's so humid.
Tonka,
It's like
honestly,
my chest feels heavy.
right. And Tonka said, I remember you saying you'd love to be in Alaska last year. I would love to be in
Yeah.
Alaska right now. I'm not gonna lie.
She did until it got really cold, and then she was not happy.
I
It's
don't
so
know if
hot
it's
outside. When I go
y'all,
outside to
y'all
smoke,
just.
the baby will come out and she'll say, I'm going back in. It's too hot.
Oh, Princess Lena said it can't be hot enough. Girl, come to Louisiana. You
Oh,
will
I
change
love
your
it. No,
mind.
it's
Oh.
like it's 65 here. I feel like I missed out on summer.
Oh, that's
Look,
perfect though. But you
look.
guys
No,
got a swimming pool, and it's been kind of chilly there.
it has been. I love the heat.
I'm
I
telling you, come to Louisiana and just spend 1 week here in the summer, and you will
okay, I'll
change your
come and
mind.
see you.
Well, I spent a week. My brother is in Florida. I spent a week with him in August.
But see, I feel like
Okay.
Florida gets more of a better breeze than what we
Well,
get
yeah, because
here.
Florida
'Cause
humidity. Like,
yeah, you've got the ocean on both sides. Up here, the humidity is so bad that it's literally 3 minutes out on my front steps. You are drenched in sweat and you cannot
yep,
breathe. It is
Yep.
that bad.
it's here
So, what
too.
is everybody's favorite season? Mine is fall. I
Mine's
love the
winter
color
now.
change.
Mine's winter.
Now,
I don't like any of them really.
I love fall. Fall is so gorgeous.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, if
I,
it would say
I,
like 75 all year round, I would be
yeah,
good.
yeah. I would say probably spring and fall is mine.
I like summer and fall, but sometimes fall here is weird. It might be like all of a sudden 95 degrees in October. You never know.
Yeah.
Or it could
It-
and it could snow the next day. The
Tiff
weather
said
here
I'm
is insane.
Tiff said, I'm telling you that silly above ground pool we got for 125 was the best money spent. Basically, is what she
Oh,
said. 74 days to Halloween. I
Oh
love
God,
Halloween.
I
you
can't. I
sound like
can't
my
wait.
daughter.
I can't wait. I gotta go decorate my daughter's house because her and my youngest son's birthday is on Halloween, so I've got to decorate her house for Halloween now.
I already have my
Daughter.
decorations up. I started.
It sounds like my daughter
A
because
lot of people are spring.
she said when we get back to the house, she said she's got to get all of her decorations out. I said it's not Halloween yet.
Oh, mine are already out.
She's
Those
you know,
lanyards.
she's waiting to
Of course, I
decorate.
never put mine up this year.
She's gonna be so you like how exciting though, you know. She's gonna be able to do whatever she wants. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, then you'll have Christmas. Oh, so
Well, I mean,
No.
it's not. See, her house is a 4-bedroom house. My son's house is a 3-bedroom house, and it's not big like hers. Where the hallway to the kitchen is long, where his is the kitchen, the living room, one
like
bedroom,
that open
his
concept.
bedroom, and then the other bedroom and the bathroom. And then he has the bathroom in his room, and it's like you're on top of each other because it's not. It's a nice size house for him because it's just him. But with all of us staying here, it's like,
Yeah, you have
y'all,
no room to breathe.
yeah.
yeah, I know y'all will be so happy to get back in there.
And then
Libra says
we
she never puts her stuff away.
went over there yesterday because they went in and cleaned, like the wipe off the countertops and all that, and sweep up the floors. And we went over there yesterday, and the baby says, "Wow, I love our kitchen. You're crazy.
Usually towards the end of August, I mean, from now towards the end of August, it usually gets hotter. But, you said the thought of shaving your head has crossed your mind.
Girl,
My my mother-in-law, she just is a survivor from breast cancer. She just got her results the other day. And of course, she had to take radiation and chemo. And of course, she lost her hair. And she
Right.
said it was the most freeing thing that ever happened to her in the world. She
I'm
said,
not.
I get in the shower, I get out, I'm ready in 5 minutes. She said, I really don't miss it.
It's been so hot down here, y'all don't unless y'all are from down here, y'all don't understand how bad the humidity is. It's horrible.
You have bugs down there that look like pterodactyls flying around.
Girl, we got flying dinosaurs down here that will
Yes,
suck
I'm
your
saying.
blood out.
Vampire bugs.
Literally.
Them big ass mosquitoes.
Yes, we literally have flying dinosaurs, and then we got dinosaurs in the water with the alligators.
Land, air.
Land and air, yes.
And water.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you got all the dang snakes we got down here.
Can you find a lid to the?
What you do with it?
I told Mackie. He's the naughty.
That baby's just having a blast, y'all.
She's probably missed it.
Yeah.
You're a naughty, naughty baby.
Well, you've missed a lot. Have you been keeping up with all the craziness going on these streets, Scarlett?
Lord, I haven't been
No.
on you since.
Oh Lord, I have. Lena
You'll ha-
has. It's been
y'all,
insane.
y'all will have to send me a DM and
Oh
fill me
God.
in.
The
Because
only thing,
There's way too much to tell. Yeah, no.
the only thing I've been doing since Scarlett has not been going live is
Lappy.
Big Brother,
Yo.
Oh, I've been getting in trouble.
watching my shows on TV, and hanging out in Big Brother, the chat room in here and the Discord.
My TV
I've
has
been
not.
calling out a certain liar.
My thing is more, what's going on with my,
Yes, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Yes.
So it's been quite debilitating, but now very freeing. So but
Yeah.
it's
My TV has not been. The channel is been. The only time I've switched it on my TV is from camera 1 to camera 2,
Yep.
3, 4, or the quad camera.
Ash
Ash's
watching
my TV is on the feeds right now. I just have them turned down.
You know who won the veto, right?
Yeah, Tucker did.
Yep.
And
Again.
he was supposed to take Quinn off the block, but I don't know if he's going to do that now because he told Quinn, if I find out you've repeated what I'm telling you, then my strategy is going to change. And Quinn told.
I don't know though. I hope he does. But I just want Brooklyn to leave.
Oh, me too. I just want to see
so much.
I want to see the look on his face though when he takes Quinn off the block.
Yes. Did you see her face?
I tried, guys. I couldn't.
Yeah. Did you see her face when Cedric got voted out?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't believe that there's not enough memes of Brooklyn's face. I'm sorry. Her facial expressions are priceless.
Yeah, priceless. The look on her face. She gives herself away.
Oh yeah.
By the looks of her face.
Asha says that they want Brooklyn gone.
Yes,
I do too. Yes.
And what makes me really mad about her is, remember, like, was it last week or the week before, she couldn't stand MJ?
Oh yeah, but now she's kissing her butt.
But now, yeah.
Yeah.
And then now they can't stand Leah.
Oh yeah, they were rude to Leah when Cedric got voted out, but apparently, because I had to go cook a little while before I went live, and so Troll was keeping up with the live feeds for me, and apparently Tucker is now going to out Brooklyn Chelsea to MJ about the stuff that they've been saying about her.
Mm-hmm. And I don't blame him. I would too, because they talk nice to her face and then turn around and talk crap about her.
I call people like that flip-floppers. Flip-flop.
And I mean, I know it's a game, but you ain't got to be like that.
Yeah.
Play the game. You can play the game without being
It was boring. Like week one, I thought
Yeah.
it was going to start out really juicy with Angela going a little bit crazy on Matt, and then it got really boring until
Yep.
Tucker took
Until Tucker
Angela off
rocked
the.
them.
And I didn't like Angela at first, but she's kind of starting to grow on me as long as she doesn't flip out. I do
Well,
like Leah. Leah, uh, to begin with, I didn't like her because she talked
yeah, I
too
didn't either.
much. But now she's kind of calmed down and kind of like
She's
the
grown on.
adrenaline.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, Tonka. I'm
Angela,
glad they are.
I think Tucker's got Angela under control.
Yeah, I do
I
too.
think as long as Tucker, keeps her.
Yeah, as long as he can keep her stable, I think she'll be
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't like Tucker to begin with. My prediction, y'all, I even put that in Discord. I thought Tucker was going to be. He's very arrogant, but
He is,
he's wanting to play
but
the
he's
game.
playing the game right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how you play the game.
Let's do
He's
it.
doing it right. He's not. The thing is with Tucker, he doesn't go behind your back and
Oh
say shit.
no,
He'll say it to you.
that's why I'm
Yeah,
voting for him
hit
to
me
be
from
the
the front.
instigator.
Hit me from the front.
Yeah.
Don't
He'll
hit me
say
from the
it
back.
to you. He don't say it behind your back like Brooklyn and Chelsea, like they do.
Yeah. Well,
Because
that's why I've been voting for him to be the instigator.
yeah, me too. Because if you
I
notice,
see him come up. I see you guys talking about him.
Oh,
I'm
girl,
like,
you know when we're talking about it, that's when you should be watching it because that's when all the good juicy stuff's
but if you noticed, MJ and Leah were close.
going on.
And then all of a sudden, Brooklyn and Chelsea started running their mouths, and now they're like
Oh
not
yeah,
even.
she was defending Brooklyn today, talking about I believe everything she tells me because whenever they start talking, there's no ums and ahs and trying to think about what they got to say. And girl, please, you are dumb, you're naive, you're gullible. They have talked. Chelsea especially was talking so much crap about MJ just a couple weeks ago that it's like wanted her out of the house.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, because Leah had went to, was it Chelsea she went to, or was it Brooklyn when she said she wanted to form an alliance? She wanted the girls to be in an alliance. She wanted MJ, Leah, and I think it was Chelsea. She wanted them three to be in an alliance. And Chelsea flat out said no.
I can't even remember now.
I think it was Chelsea. It could have been Brooklyn.
I don't know. Chelsea and Brooklyn think they're running the house. They
Oh, yeah.
literally before nominations they thought they were
said that.
safe.
Oh yeah.
They literally. I can't wait to see Brooklyn's face when she's nominated.
But
Libra.
I didn't get to see Brooklyn's face when she was put up on the block.
No, they haven't showed that yet. That's what I'm
okay.
waiting for. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's coming up. Mm-hmm. Wait, what did the comments just go? Libra, yes, there is 2 newborns that's actually been missing for 2 months, and
yeah, I've seen that.
Nobody knew about it until just a few days ago.
It was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I think it was yesterday they posted about it.
Oh my God, what was his name?
They've been missing since June 8th.
Yeah, they were born June the 6th, and then they went missing on June the 8th by a non-custodial person.
Yeah.
Okay, Avery, I see it. Okay,
that's crazy.
Their names are, I actually wrote the babies' names down. Mason Carnish and Messiah Carnish. Let me pull it up here.
Yep. I've seen that. I seen the post on Facebook yesterday.
Yeah, but see, that's right around yesterday or day before that was whenever I first seen it. And I saw that they were born June 6th and went missing June 8th. And it didn't dawn on me, well, damn, this is 2 months later.
Yeah.
Until today, I was looking at it and I was like, oh yeah, they've been missing for 2 months. And they're missing out of Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Let's see.
I'm not. I don't know how they get out of a hospital.
Apparently, though, the mom is also missing. Well, I don't know if she would. I guess she would still be considered missing. They don't know where the mom is, and they don't know where the two babies are at.
So did the mom take them out of the hospital?
Apparently, it was the mom and I guess the grandmother.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay, let me see if this has got both of their. Okay, yeah, here it is.
Let me ask you a question, guys. You know that guy Al Maha? I don't know how to say his name. Al dash M Matahan McLean. You know the one. He's the father of Tonka Collins or Takoda Collins. Was he the one that escaped?
Um,
Is he
uh,
Spanish?
Here, didn't they just catch him?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
is that a
He
new
like
case?
No, he got 50 years because he
It was a 1-year-old.
essayed his own chair
Oh, okay.
leg. It was horrible.
When he
But I
when
thought I had saw what's his name? Nick the Hat. Didn't he post something about him escaping or something and they just caught him?
you talking about the one that unalived the 1-year-old?
No, I'm talking about the one that he was a little boy. They kept him upstairs unclothed and it
Oh, I
it
don't.
was horrible. I'll drop it. Libra, you know which one I'm talking about?
I think I know
Was
which one you're
No.
talking about. That they just caught him here.
Was
Was
I
it here?
think I think they
was he from
did.
Alabama? Did he escape from
Um
Alabama?
No, I think it wasn't it North Carolina?
oh God.
Libra's saying North Carolina.
Yeah, North
I,
Yeah,
Carolina.
I don't
North
guess.
Carolina.
I don't guess I've heard of
It
this one.
wasn't that far from us.
Which would make sense why Nick the Hat was covering it.
I know that he was covering the guy that I think did escape from Mississippi or Alabama or somewhere like
Yeah.
that out of the courthouse. Uh,
Yeah, that
was
one, did they catch him yet? Because he was actually supposed to be in Lena's area at
Yeah,
one time.
like 20 minutes from me. Yep.
oh God, was his name? Isn't his name Zimmerman? I think it's that inmate's name that. Oh, Elsie said they caught him in a motel. So wait, Elsie, they
Okay.
caught which one in the motel? The one that Lady V's talking about, or the one that escaped from? Was it Mississippi or Alabama? I don't remember which one it was.
I think the one you're talking about was Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay, he
Okay,
just
he did not.
walked
He
out of
was
the courthouse.
Yeah, the
Tonka,
one
they're all in Pennsylvania.
the one that Lady V's talking about is out of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
I believe they did catch him, Lady V.
Oh, good.
all right. So the baby that I have pulled up here is this one's Mason. He's been missing since June the 8th, him and his twin brother. They were literally
Oh.
born June the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, from what I've read on Twitter today, just trying to get a little bit of information because the local police department are not putting out any information. There's no news articles about it or anything like that. The bio dad has came out and said that he was trying to keep this issue private while looking for the babies, but felt that he needed the public's help. And apparently, when the babies were born, the dad and the mom both signed a piece of paper saying, like they had, I guess, a social worker or whatever come in, and they had a parenting plan and this and that. Both of them signed it, but then there was this non-custodial person that came in and interfered with uh, the discharge when they were discharging the babies from the hospital. And when this woman, I want to say it's the grandmother, the baby's grandmother, uh, as when the discharge was happening and all this and that, she comes in and leaves with the mom and the two babies, and nobody knows where they're at. They walk out of the hospital and leave and
That's
go.
so hard to imagine them just walking out of the hospital with these babies.
Well, they're thinking
Happen.
Because apparently the hospital, like once they discharge you, it's they're not worried about where the babies are going or anything like that. But there is some speculation, so I don't know if there's any facts to this or not, but there is some speculation on Twitter going on about could the grandmother, could the mother of the babies been in a DV situation and didn't have a way to get out or needed help getting out, so her mother steps in and helps her and the babies get out. That is some speculation that is going on. Um, don't like I said, I don't know if there's any weight to that, but that is what people are thinking could possibly have happened. So this is Mason, and the Messiah is right here. Uh, Also missing since June the 8th. He was born June the 6th. Literally 2 days old.
Yep.
They go missing. So, and apparently there was a monitor that was hooked up to one of the babies, and the monitor was removed by either the mom or the other lady, not by hospital staff. And then the babies are taken out of the hospital and walk away.
I put it on my Facebook.
So, and like I said, it didn't even dawn on me. I see they're missing since June the 8th, and it didn't even register that it's 2 months later. Margaret, have a good night.
Pennsylvania.
This is when I seen it. It was, I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before that. Is when I had first saw it, and then I got on Twitter tonight, and everybody's like, "Why are we just now hearing about this?" The local PD are saying they've exhausted everything. They're not pulling in the FBI and all this and that, but the babies are in the database as missing and all this and that. Well, why didn't they?
Is horrible.
Why didn't they? As soon as they went missing, why didn't they put these babies' pictures out? Well, I wait 2 months later.
I don't understand that myself. I mean, I would want everybody in the whole world to know.
Right. But it didn't make sense why the dad says, I was trying to keep this private to begin with, but now I need the public's assistance. Why didn't you come out?
Why keep it private?
Yeah,
why,
why do you need it private right now?
Why wait 2 months later and then say, oh, I need the public's help finding my 2 newborn babies that's been missing for 2 months?
Yeah, it was. I mean, something suspicious about that.
Yeah.
Well, you would think if it's a kid's going missing at under a certain age, that it would be law enforcement's responsibility, no matter what the parents say, I guess, to get that information out. I mean, because usually main suspects are people who are, immediate family members to start. Mm-hmm. I would think that the parents really shouldn't have a choice. If kids are missing, then it's like, okay, put it out.
Well, see, I think that's the reason why, because if your babies are missing, you have this parenting plan that you and the mother both signed at the hospital with the social worker or whatever. And all of a sudden the mom and the 2 babies go missing, and this non-custodial person interferes in all of this. And then he's claiming that he was trying to keep it private. Why would you keep it private? And I think when he put that in a statement, I think that's when people started thinking, well, could it be a DV situation that the mom needed to get out of, and this was her only way out?
Then disappeared, yep.
Yeah, with the babies. So I think that's where, I think if he wouldn't have put that I try to keep it private, now I need the public's assistance, and waited 2 months later to do that, it seems like, hey, the kids are missing, but I don't need this out because I don't need my situation.
Thank you. Sorry, I thought I muted.
No, you're good. It just seems fishy. It seems like he's not, like there's something there that he doesn't want out.
Absolutely, but he shouldn't have a say of whether it's out or not.
Right.
I agree with that.
I mean,
Yeah. So I don't know. They've been missing for 2 months. This is the only picture that we have of them taken at the hospital. They have probably changed a whole lot in 2 months. So now the baby can be sitting right next to you and you won't even realize it's him. We don't even have a picture of the mom. I haven't seen a picture of the mom anywhere. So I mean that's the best bet of finding the two babies is putting out the picture of uh, the mom and the other lady. Betty Joe, I got it. I've got it up on my TV, but I've got it cut down. I can't hear it.
Yeah, I do too. But
Oh, is it on again?
where Brooklyn is talking
Live
to Liz
before. I see
and
she's
Angela.
outside talking to chemo
Yeah,
at the hammock.
but Leah's out there, and so is Angela.
I can stand her. Ugh. Like Brooklyn at all. But yeah, I guess I am gonna get off of here. I've, we've been on here little over 3 hours tonight.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it
Well, didn't
actually
you
went by
feel like
pretty
it?
quickly. Yeah, it went by super quick.
As
Yeah.
always does.
And Tonka,
I,
yeah, I'm gonna have to try to dig deeper and see what else I can find. And the girl on Twitter, Legacy, I think is the one that posted about it. I may try to get in touch with her and just see if she's found anything else out.
I hope they find them babies.
Yeah, we need a picture of the mom.
Yeah, that would help.
This might sound a little off the wall, but the one other explanation maybe could be if this guy's involved with something and these people are they're trying to be like protect them and their identity for a certain reason, and maybe
Well,
that's why the guy's like, I need a little time. Who knows? I mean,
in
that would
this.
be like, it could be. Yeah, you don't know what people are involved in, and if they didn't put that out, it could be that they're
Right.
protecting them or they're somewhere, and a whole other thing. But there's not much information on anything. That
Well,
would be
but I was thinking,
another thing that would make sense, or she took off.
Right.
what I was thinking was maybe he knew they were going to take off, and he's just buying them some time to get further away, and then put it out to the public.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Or he
Absolutely.
doesn't know the Pacific things, but he's still buying them time to get, you know.
Scarlett, are you going to cover Alexee Trevizo? Her trial?
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna have to see
I'll
what all I
help
got.
you if you need help.
Okay. Because I know for the most part, most days I'll be home. There may be a day or here I have a doctor's appointment or something like that.
Well, if you're not feeling good, I can go up and I can like present or something while you're laying
Okay.
down if you need help. I'm going to be here, so.
Okay, I definitely want to watch it. Like, I want to live stream it, and so we can all watch it because I think there's going to be some more information
Yeah, I do
to come
too.
out that we
Yeah.
haven't heard.
I can't believe how much we all remembered about that.
I'm still just scared to
It's
shit
been a
out.
long time. I mean, that's been what, 2
shocking.
years, 3 years?
2, I think now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think 2 or 3. Well, I'm going to jump down so you can get off here. I don't want you getting overly tired. Would you please tell Troll hello for me? And I miss him.
Yes.
He needs to
I
pop his head in here and say, just hello, I'm leaving. I just want to say hello.
Have a good
So send my love.
will. Okay.
Everybody, good night. I love you all. And Scarlett, it's good to have you back. And
Oh,
we're
thank
here
you.
for you, whatever you need.
I am happy
Good night,
to be there.
everybody.
Night.
Have a good night. Thank you for coming up.
You too. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Love you.
too.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I'm gonna jump down too.
okay, yeah, I'm just gonna get out of here and so I can catch up on the live feeds and I still gotta eat. I haven't ate tonight, so
Yeah, you need to eat.
yes. I need to quit waiting so dang late. That's
Yeah,
my problem.
that
Still
don't help
haven't
either.
yeah, I still haven't kicked that habit. But
Yeah.
I've been like
I
that.
do the same thing though. Like I get home from work late, and then I'm not hungry right away, and then I'll eat late. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
my schedule.
I've always been like that though.
Same.
Since a teenager, I've
Yep.
always done that. So yeah, that's a bad habit I need to kick.
Hey
So
Joe, it's so good to hear you. I'm so glad everything's going,
Yeah,
you know,
we're getting there.
in that wonderful direction. It's exciting.
I'm gonna send this baby to the moon.
oh whatever. You are nuts. She ain't done nothing wrong tonight.
Stop, you little booger head.
Tonka, have a good night. It was good to see you and thank you for joining us.
But yeah, I'm gonna jump down and see if I can get her to go to sleep.
Okay, well I'll probably be in Discord in a little bit in the Big Brother one. I'm gonna watch this thing that Avery sent me real quick or read it and then I'll be over there.
All right, y'all have a good night.
All right,
You
you have a good night
too.
as well.
I'll see you on the next live.
All right, thanks for coming up.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Miss Scarlett. It was so
Oh,
nice to hear your voice.
oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming up.
Oh, absolutely. You need anything, you know how to reach me. And thank you very much. Wishing everybody a great night and be safe. And, you know, till we meet again.
Oh, for sure.
All
We'll
right, honey.
probably be talking to you in Discord at some point.
Absolutely. And you take care of yourself.
Oh, I will, and have fun at work tomorrow.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a whole other story for a Discord DM.
Oh yes.
It's good to hear you. And, you know, we'll be in touch.
Okay.
Good
Have
night,
a good
sweetie.
night.
You too.
Okay, Ashes, yeah, I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Like I said, I'm gonna read this article that Avery had sent to me, and then I'm going to cut the TV up, get in Discord. We can discuss. Hopefully, there is some drama tonight. I wish Tucker would just go off on everybody. So, but thank you all so much, everybody, for coming back and joining us tonight. Like I said, I do apologize for being out for so long, but I am feeling better. I am back to the lives. We're going to start it slow, like I said at the beginning of this live tonight. I was planning on doing about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We went into a little over 3 hours, but it was a good conversation about some older cases. I am going to read this one though that Avery said. It looks like it's going to be something that all of us would get upset over just by what I've read so far. But thank you all so much for coming and hanging out on the first night back. I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all tomorrow night.